from the oldest Congo town, the Unity Party, soon to be headquarters. And this is the current look. So folks, this is the current look from the state view of the Congo town and new headquarters of the Unity Party. As today marks the homecoming and fundraiser and mission form drive of the Unity Party. You can see, if you are home, you can see for yourself. Thank you. The president, the vice president are not yet here.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we'll march out through no time to waste. Sharp. Put your hands together for press go.
And press up the team.
DJ trumpet. Hey, DJ trumpet. DJ together. The body all say they want up, who say eh. Are you ready for the show? DJ, get ready for press go. The minister will take her. The body all say they want up,
And so folks, we are still here at the headquarters of the Unity Party.
No time to waste. Ladies and gentlemen, no time to waste.
It's the entertainment hour for now.
Star 18. Give number star 18, no time to waste. No time to waste.
And right now,
No time to
I can
waste.
confirm to you that the place is overcrowded. So if you are out there,
DJ. When I say unite, it's a party. Unite with my whole heart. We are party with my whole heart. You're thinking, like people thinking, watching for us. You ready? You ready? We all start, right? Come DJ, let get busy.
So if you are out there,
Thank you. Okay, more manifest into the place. More manifest into the place. More piano. You will see more manifest. More piano. You will see more manifest.
and now the Labrador National Fire Service is here, and they are spraying water because of the heat. Most if you are out there, we are fast that you don't come here. I see because of the heat, and the Labrador National Fire Service is splashing water. Because of the heat, people are thinking
It's about time to welcome on stage another comedian.
and that is,
Very, very excellent, fantastic.
you see,
No time to waste.
on the camera is
As welcome the rescue comedian.
because of the heat.
Shut the team. All right. DJ, I don't want to call you get it though. The kind of musician come here, you clap for me. You clap for the musician, but since I'm here, you know what clap for comedian. If you not clap, you know you going to now. I'm the ambassador of December 6th. And my son is John Flobo. All right, so very short and sweet. Anytime you see your name vest, you're not get there with them. Like one we see anybody get vest. If now you're not get vest, you got ghetto. Ghetto that will break your ghetto. You used to take water from where? Then more added quickly water, you don't get vest. No, you used to benefit from bad road. They want to get your pay for you don't get vest. So, the same test,
So, Chairman Luther Tabe is in talk with Wale and Amos Wale, the managing director.
I will love you. We can you try it.
Senator Dababa is here as well. And they say the public work minister.
That's a legendary. And don't forget. we will force the party. Whether you now watch them with 20-year show. After 20 years, we tend to relax it. Then when we tend to JKK, we hear 20 years. Then we tend to more and we get into the belly. We hear 6 years. But you want to hear 6 years. The package hear 6 years. It was 20 years, 6 years. Then the package hear 6 years. Let's see so. Hello. Do you want rap now or you want play? The wonderful who we are here. They say we're not going to but we must stop. Ladies and gentlemen, I am enjoying more. Are you ready now?
Of course, because of the
I'm enjoying more. If you know
let's
see your hand in the air. Yeah. So understand. Another more entertainment. Sharp. Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for more volume. More volume. More volume. Then more animal even slow. More volume. Get down. DJ, take it down.
Competition and never satisfied. What kind go? That kind go. Any kind go. That kind go. President, I never stay and satisfied. Conversation, everybody talking. I'm switching, everybody talking. So let's everybody talking. Oh, everybody talking. So let's everybody talking. I'm switching, everybody talking. So let's everybody talking. Sanitation, everybody talking. So let's everybody talking. No empowerment, everybody talking. So let's everybody talking. They are feeling and they really understand. And they want to not fail and they want to not fail. I want to not fail and they want to not fail. They never fail and they want to not fail. Now they can't feel like you. They never feel like you.
All right. Let's sit down and say, whoa. And shout out to my brother in the building. And shout out to my brother Honorable P. Matthew from Maryland Congregation number 1. Make some noise for Honorable P. Matthew say whoa. Make some noise for Kwadila Kwatoba say whoa. Make some noise for Kwadila Kwatoba say whoa. Make some noise for Humi Che. Make some noise for Humi Che. Say whoa. Thank you. Another quick announcement. As of today on, if you go to any filling station, don't tell anybody that you want fuel or you want gasoline. Just tell them say you want Amos War, do it. When you go to any filling station, they can say, how much for your Amos War? Yeah, no more about gasoline. Come on, do it. Ladies and gentlemen, it's about time to introduce to you, Sharp, another entertainer. Hello!
Since our stay continue,
Yo!
I continue. I'm coming to you live.
Wait. I'm proud to be here today because I happen to be here. Right now, if they are your ready, chase me and say welcome back home. All right. Former president, you are friend musician. The song we're talking, I will not do the remix.
Folks, that breaking transmission, we're experiencing some few glitches in the network. Thanks for being there, thanks for following. I'm bringing you live crowd Live family at the Unity Party headquarters. And this is the current look.
We are one, everybody, we are one. We are one, happiness, we are one. We are one, everybody, we are one. We are one, happiness, we are one. We are one, we are one. We are one, we are one. We are one, everybody, we are one. We are one, everybody, we are one. We are not going to say, we are, our man, we are, we are, children song, we are, celebrate, we are, we are,
And the Labrador National Fire Service is still
Make way, please. Make way for the speaker and the deputy speaker.
And here come the arrival of the Speaker, Honorable Rachel Nangbeku, and the Deputy Speaker, Honorable Thomas P. Fala. Here comes the arrival of and folks, here comes the arrival of the Speaker, a member of the legislature, Honorable Thomas P. Fala. And Rachel Nangbeku.
On the stage. Some of y'all are on the stage. The Honorable, I see the Honorable, so Emmanuel Fellow. Hey! Yes, the Honorable Speaker, there's a speaker on their side. There's a little bit of commotion. We're sorry.
And here comes the Speaker.
The Honorable Deputy Speaker, the House of Representatives,
and members of the legislature, and folks on camera here, everywhere has gone head Madam President, folks everywhere has got helter skelter. No way journalists can capture this event right now because all their gadgets have gone helter skelter. Here comes the speaker. It has gone. I mean, it is not easy yet. And the speaker has come up. They are still making words for the deputy speaker. Honorable Thomas P. Fala, playing words. The members of the legislature are here to us. The president is not yet here. So you see how it looks like right now, folks. Members of the legislature. Folks, this place is jam-packed, folks. It's not easy here. I can see the presence of a former
The Deputy Speaker may wait for Honorable Sopeno. And the Deputy Speaker.
and see Honorable So Emmanuel Pena.
Let us may wait for Honorable Thomas, the Deputy Speaker.
Honorable Thomas P. Fala is
And
here as well.
Honorable So Emmanuel Pena.
Wow, folks, it's not really easy here. Huge tension here currently. The president is here to arrive. Let's talk about the vice president. Everywhere, just the speaker and the deputy speaker and some members of the legislature who have arrived here, folks. Everywhere have gone by. That is Honorable Thomas P. Fala, the deputy speaker. Wow, folks, it's not easy here.
Where you want to go?
It's not easy here, folks. The speaker is currently seated. Finally, the deputy speaker has come up. And he's shaking hands. Here is the speaker. Beside him is the deputy speaker. See, Prince Moyi, one senator, is here as well. Mo Ali, MD. The former chairman of Unity Party. Former chairman of Unity Party. a founding chair of the United Party, the Brand United Party. Gentlemen, let's work for the chairman. Hey! Hello! And here comes the former chairman. Here comes the former chairman of the United Party. That's Fanny Sherman, former chairman of the United Party, and former senator. And who else? And I can see, the newest United Party member. That's Charisma Penandre. Wow. And the potent is yet to arrive. I can see the as well. Hello, Minister. The Vice President is here to arrive, and everyone has done. The program is on hold for now. This is that Magdala Kopo? Yeah, and that's Magdala Kopo. Political advisor to the President. And let me see. Is there as well. Look up top at the chairman. Another one. Back going down.
Thank you. Thank you very much. You are very strong company. Hey.
Here comes Honorable So Emmanuel Benon, a Grand Chile Senator. Honorable Thomas P. Fala. That's Honorable Thomas P. Fala. Of Lofa County, Senator Momo Saras of Lofa County and independent candidate. That is Momo Saras, Lofa County representative. And this is Michael Think Positive that you are following today Liberia Television. We're coming to you live from the Oldest Congo Town, former United Party headquarters, soon to be United Party headquarters again. And today happens to be December 6th. And United Party homecoming. That's Charisma Pera. So, folks, we are still here in the oldest Congo town. This happens to be the Unity Party homecoming fundraiser and a membership fund drive rally. And here comes
Samaritan. Any good Samaritan. Give me one bottle of more. Give me one bottle. Any good Samaritan. Give me one.
And so, as I was saying, folks, we are still here.
Please, any good Samaritan. Please, bottle of more, and please. Any good Samaritan. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So, no more calling water. I still not the one transport to me.
And so this is what you see here.
And folks, we have 17 lawmakers here at the Unity Party fundraiser. And I'm Michael, Think Positive. I'm coming to you live and direct. I'm giving you the direct crowd, live crowd. This is not, as you can see so far, the Vice President is not far from here. We're getting signal that the Vice President is coming closer. And I can confirm the presence of the Speaker of the House, Dr. Richard Nangbeku, District 11 lawmaker in Montreal County. And I can also confirm the presence of Dr. Thomas P. Fala, local county representative.
So when you never know who's carried up for them, they will walk. This is not the time I tell you one chair on the stage. Hello? The Honorable Austin Taylor of Maryland County. Honorable Austin Taylor, carrying the stage to help people see you. The Honorable Austin Taylor of Maryland. Come on the stage and help people see you. Honorable Taylor, say hello to the Marylanders.
Howdy, yo. Good evening. Howdy, yo, from Texas. Good evening, good afternoon, good morning to everyone who's following us, joining us. Thank you for being so patient. Thank you for joining us. Thank you for watching. We appreciate you every day. And sorry for keeping you so long. I already explained my story too many times, so I'm not going to keep going over it. It's a busy time of the year, and we just don't want to leave you hanging. So sometimes try to, force things to come on. So thank you. Please go to your YouTube and your Facebook and share, comment, and subscribe. One second. I don't know what's going on here, but yeah, so share, comment, and subscribe, and come back and let's talk. It's supposed to be like a light night for a social night, but we had what is it called? Homecoming today that we're going to talk about, and other things that come up in the conversation. As you always know, people come in with different what's in your mind, and then the conversation go different ways, sideways, and we talk about it. So it's not scheduled to go, in a in one direction. It can go many others. Just so, and I think for all of you who has been watching for a very long time, following us, you know that for now. So, yeah, thank you so much for being here. We appreciate you. Let's chit chat. So you're just watching the video, wasn't paying attention to that. So I got a video sent to me, so I decided to play it. I like to share with you all. When I watch a video during the day, I like to come and share with you all. So maybe you didn't see it, maybe you saw it, so. But just in case something happened in the country you didn't see it, don't worry. Just come. Amy will hook you up. I got you all covered. Because once I see it, unless I don't see it, but once I see it, I will play it for you to see it. So, like we do here for we did it for CDC when they were having their, what they call that, breaking ground. The Unity Party people on as homecoming, because they went back to their old headquarters. Okay. So yeah, just send it and we'll play and talk about it. So basically, that was really, I think, that was what's happening in the country today. Oh, and then we had a music award. I think Liberia got a music award that they had tonight too. Last night, I guess it's last night at time, but it's still, tonight. But the thing about it is, I didn't get like a video. I want to see like, a few clips here and there. Artists, happy and excited about the awards and, moving with their friends. But I really did not get a clip of the award. And I don't know how they do the awards if they don't have red carpet movement and stuff like that. I don't know. And if they don't, they need to start investing into that, because if you want people to, showcase their awards, you want people to talk about the artists, you want people to talk about the events. So you can't just start from being in the hall and calling people names or people performing. It's a little, not, maybe it's normal for how they do it on that side of things, but from what we used to watching, that's how. So I would not want to take them away from what, it's normal for them all from how they usually do it. If it works that way for everybody in the country, by all means. But if people are used to it being done, or seen this some other way, and that's how it's done around the globe, I think you should catch up with the program and do the same thing instead of just being. If you're being unique, it should be for a reason. For a good reason, and it should be good, right? That people will see and say, "Oh, I like that." But if it's turned out to be a bit boring like that, and it takes away viewings and stuff, and I think you should, regroup and do it and find some other strategy around it. Just a little advice for me. Don't know anything about awards. I'm just telling you how I'm used to seeing it. So don't. You don't have to listen to me, but you can look into what I'm saying. Yeah. So thank you, all of you. Let me see. I think I see if I can find a few clips of it. Then I will play some of it so we can see. We can celebrate with our we can't just be celebrating with politicians all the time and playing it, even though they are running our country. We have to talk about things they're doing and what they're up to. But we should also be promoting all the stuff in the country that the young people are into. and showcasing it too. So I would love to have my hands on video like that to play, show it for everybody else to see it. Yeah. So today, you guys, was Unity Party Homecoming, as they call it. It was a nice program. It looks, like it might be really crowd positive. It looks crowded. It looks like election time actually. I don't know. But it looks well organized too. I guess we could plan it. My only problem with that, like I always said that, it's okay to do those things, but it just has come up in a way that it looks like competition now, and that's what some of it kind of look front on a little bit. But I don't see anything else wrong with it apart from that, you know. Yeah, but let me until somebody can come on and argue with me as usual. Let me see some of the video that I can play here from that location. Well, we had a lot of people there. Foyer District 1. They Thomas Walla was there, the deputy speaker. And we see some people from where? Who are these? That's Handsome Son, they go to CMC. But no. Yeah, so all of you who watched today, I think you seen it better. Bear with me again. Every time I send these videos to play, once I come on the show and try to click it, it kind of disappear. I don't know why. But yeah. So that's where we are right now. So let me see. So how was your day? We are in December. Today is the 6th. And December is creeping on us little by little. Next thing you look, it will be Christmas and then New Year's and then we in 2026 and then next thing we know, we're talking about going to 2027. We pray that God give us long and healthy lives to see those times. Yeah. Time flies. This is when you're having fun, but I don't know. I'm not having fun, man. Time is flying. That's all I can say. So time flies. You don't have to be having fun before it happens that way. Yep. So, come on, videos, where are you? So we can talk about this. And when I was seeing these, okay, so let's talk about some happenings first. Since the entertainment thing don't want to come up, maybe it will come up later. And there was another fire today, yo. Iron Factory. I think I said what? Chetty. Let me get it right story for I don't want to put no fake news out there. It was blazing really hard. So today, seeing that came across the other for me. Yeah, earlier today. It says Liberia Electricity Corporation, the LEC plans to turn on lights on Robert Field Airport Road before Christmas Day. The head of the LEC, Mr. Mohammed Sharif, announced that the lighting project will begin of ELWA Junction to extend all the way to airport. Information Minister Jeremy Pia added that the lights will be very bright, similar to daylight, and will enhance safety and security for everyone in the area, including drivers and pedestrians. This commitment was made during a visit by the LEC and Ministry of Information, Culture, and Tourism officials while inspecting the installation of light poles along the Robert Field Highway. Good news, guys. So, speaking of this, doing the same award that I'm talking about from this lighting stuff, one of the artists was celebrating. I think he won a car and an award. He came out and he was celebrating. And while he was doing that, the surrounding was very bright and light up. And I thought that was a strange scene for me because usually, when you see picture or videos from Liberia at that time of the night, usually be like dark and people in the dark and lights here and there. But it was actually bright. It was light poles everywhere. I don't know where they had it awards at, but I thought that was a good thing. And light is secure is some kind of you know it's another way of something security problem too because all the bad things happen in the dark. And once you have lights all over the place, like the minister has said, that the daylight lights them bright and shiny everywhere in the dark, like you don't know if it's dark or not. I mean, most of the criminal activities will kind of slow down because nobody wants to be seen. Everybody know they will be seen in the light when they're doing those things. Then so it'll be very hard for those things to happen. So that's a good thing to hear about, especially when going to Liberia, planes land like late in the evening and then they have to drive. A lot of people do sleep at the airports. The hotel there, they sleep there because of the thing is risky to kind of get in the car at that time of the night to go into Monrovia. So they usually sleep at the airports. So doing this, hearing this, it was a relief in a bit because not everybody can want to spend 200 or almost something for what is it called, a Farmington hotel, sleeping there, and that hotel is expensive. Yeah. So John Abagito, made me laugh. Leave me with your politics thing. I'm not a politician. I'm not a politician. I'm not gonna be one. I am a businesswoman. That's who I want to be. That doesn't mean I can say. By me talking about what's going on in my country doesn't make me a politician. And I think we are all some kind of politician in a way, not like the ones who are running for office and stuff. Because if we are taking part in elections, and electing people and casting votes and some that's politics in some way, right? So I guess that's where my own politics stops and holding their feet to the fire and calling out things that they're doing, whether it's right or wrong. But sticking for office, nah, that is not my thing. Yeah, so Marsha Terry said territory. Marsha Terry will do better with somebody else, not me. But yeah, so lighting up the place is a good thing. That's another form to that. That's another way of people don't realize that. There are a lot of things that are happening and they say, oh, nothing happening. What would I want to do today? Like when it comes to road connectivities and then when it comes to the electricities and stuff. So, and I think a lot of times we are sat on the shows and said, right? And said it that yesterday, or I think the day before yesterday, I talk about Ghana, talk about bringing in 500 buses in our country, and some of the buses will be for Liberia, coming straight to Liberia, and the other ones going to Nigeria. So if they were not aware of the roles being fixed, right, or being pliable on the way of being, fixed and all of that, why would you think Ghana would think about putting buses on the road to come straight to Liberia. I don't think they would have done that. And by then, I don't think they just get up and do that. They kind of consult with authorities on that in that country first to see to have that because they have that engagement, they have that relationship, and they can't just get up and some people like different country. I'm pretty sure they had a talk with the leadership in our country, and they showed them that these things are happening, so it's safer for that buses and all of that to be. So that's another way because not everybody can afford plane ticket to go to Ghana. You have a lot of business people on that road going back and forth, right? Going to Nigeria, going to Ghana, and to buy goods and all of that. They all cannot afford to go get it in plane and something. So those having those transportation on the way is cheaper than getting in the plane. That's another way to relieving stress on people. You don't have to line people up and give them money and something. And that's if anybody thought that any president could have done that, no, that's wrong. No president will do that. And then in another form to like people will tell you in the southeast, people who travel in the southeast, and I seen a video today, and I'm gonna find that too and play it. And these are the things that we said on the platform instead, and people because you're not going with a narrative, you're not agreeing with their propaganda, with their hypocrisy, when they never had no, concern about these things all of a sudden. It's been done now, right? When it wasn't being done, they never had any concern about it. But when it's been done now, they got concerned. They want to criticize it. And yes, it doesn't have to be like when you rebuilding, some things are going to be hard. It's not going to be like once that rebuilding starts to take shape, that's when people start to feel what's really happening and how good it was. So you would have pushbacks like, change, right? You would have pushbacks. Like when they're doing something and like motorbike off the streets, oh, these people voted for them. You see, they're hypocrite propaganda, right? They try to make everything. Oh, these people voted for them. They're taking food off their table. I don't think people vote for a leader to come to power to continue the same old thing. They vote for change. So if that change will affect them in a way now and later on, better their lives and they and their families, I think as long as see it taking shape, they will appreciate that change. But from the beginning, they will see it to be something bad. That's just a human thing. Just like from breaking down houses, all the roads and stuff that they're trying to. And then when they were interviewing those people, how do you feel about it? And those are some of the things that they said. Is the development we want development. Development doesn't come. It comes with pain sometimes. He said the only thing that will make me to be, will make me feel some type of way is that after breaking down all these things, if they don't do what it said they would do, then it's going to be a problem. Which I agree with her. You can't just go and do those things. And you're not when you tell them, oh, we started so and so did. Make sure you do that. Then it will ease that pain because they're seeing you doing those, little things. It will ease that pain a little bit, and from all the hurts, all the broke, this down, something they're seeing something good coming there. They'll get used to it. So a motorcyclist was interviewed the other day too. He said, "Oh, they asked about the no-go zone." He said, "Oh, we got used to it." These were the people who were fighting, and then they had because when they hear people on the internet like us, and a lot of propagandists making it seem like it's a bad thing, they hype them up, so they start to resist that. But he said that we got used to it, things are better with me, and I'm like, exactly like we always say. You just have to be, you just have to be consistent with what you're doing. And be something not because people go, oh, I didn't he said, okay, let me stop it. Oh, I didn't he said, then you won't do anything. Nothing, absolutely nothing will get done if you go that route. Nothing will get done. All you need to do is to just make sure you're doing the right thing and be consistent with it and let the people see what just happened. Let this see the results. Something's going on. Can you guys hear me? I think John, can you hear me? Please type. It looks like I'm freezing or something like that. So once they start to do that, they will they would they would they would be okay with it once they start to get used to it. But you don't expect anybody to come. You start to change something, and then you think everybody will be jumping up and be, oh yeah, excited about it. Why some people will be doing that? A lot of people would be, dissatisfied. They'll be opposed to it. They'll be like, just stick with it and be consistent regardless of all the noise in the market. They know it's a good thing. Most of them, all of them, if not all of them, they know it's a good thing. That's why they come making it look like it's bad because they never did it. So they wanted to all the ones that want to come, they want to make it look like it's not a good thing that you are doing. So that's the country we have. And I guess not just Liberia, it's not unique to Liberia. I guess other places it happened like that too, because as for the healthcare something in America, that's something that everybody was fighting for before even Republican were fighting for it, but it never happened. But when Obama did it, they start to turn it like it's a bad thing when that's the same thing they was, wanting to make happen. But since it wasn't done, it was something bad. So that's the hypocrisy of a human being, and we have to get used to that. So that's where we at. So they lighting all of year to the airport, having lights over there is a very good thing. And I hope they'll protect it because there was news that I heard from Eddington that they did something like that, but they did it with solar something, and people went and stole and did it. They stole it all. They did this, they did that, and it was hard, like, so it didn't work. So they have to be, if they're doing that, they have to have security this time around to protect those things to work, because us Liberians, we act like we want change, we want development, we want this, but the bad behavior cannot allow some of us to let those things happen. And you have to weed out people like that among the rest of the, people. That's all I'm saying. So let's go through. Right. Hold on. Good afternoon. Evening or morning, George.
Yeah, good afternoon, Amy. It's in the afternoon here. It's almost evening time. It's 2 p.m. here. So, how are you?
Oh, I'm doing good. Thank God. I'm okay.
Well, what is on my mind? What is on my mind is, look, we are thankful that the December, the most talk about December 6th has come and passed. We are glad that everything went well, like in Bikana and in Bon County, in Banga, things went great. So we are thankful to Liberian people for being civil. I think that's the winners in this whole thing should be Liberians who exercise their political rights. And at this time they're all good. And yeah, for Unity Party, I just hope that after they leave power, they'll be able to pay their, even if they bought this place, they bought the land, they bought the house, they should be able to pay the land tax, because if they cannot pay, it will still be taken away from them. So we just want consistency in our political sphere where people can in true and honesty be able to be truthful to the people and do what is good for the people and for their party and for whatever cause they stand for. And because I think that's what political party should be. And that's why I've always said that when you're part of a political party, be part of that political party, regardless of who is in power. Because the thing is that people usually don't follow political party because they want job. Like for me, people follow political party because of the ideology. Once the ideology has not changed, why you change? If you change, that means you are the problem. You are, the one causing the problem. So I think it is good. I see some households who father is a different party, mother is different party, but they still coexist.
This
So
is
it's a
my
very
favorite
wonderful
picture of the
thing.
day.
Yeah, 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 definitely. And that's
Because
what
in
that's what politics
Liberia, people
be.
always makes it sound or look like when you supporting somebody else is a death sentence, or you're not supposed to coexist or whatever. Look at these two girls. I love it. This is what we're supposed to be seeing all the time.
And
Look
that's
at
the
it.
thing. That's the thing. That's the thing, Amy. And that's the thing. That's the problem with God. The problem with God is that today, like I was listening to you before I came on, you the same thing President Baka did on the stage yesterday in Liberia, because yesterday now to me, by criticizing people who were in power before. And it baffles me when he was there for when you were in political power for almost 42 years. And then he blaming people who just stayed 6 years in power for Liberia problem. And that's the mind-boggling thing. I think what we need to do as Liberians is to be honest with what we are faced with. For instance, I know it was like magic one way can just swing and everything be okay, but now Liberia is supposed to be like Western countries, not a developing country anymore, but a developed country. But it is not just easy. 2 years now, if it was something easy, President Baka could have made Liberia heaven. But he knows, and as well as we know, that it is not easy. It is not easy to do these things because everything requires resources. Resources are scarce. That's why economy exists, because scarce resources, they are limited wants and needs, but then the resources are scarce. So to be able to prioritize to say, okay, since I get small money, but I get all the problem, I will attack the most urgent one, like electricity, like roads, you know, and for the people because in the order of priorities, the first thing you got to think about is food, the physical need of a people, food, and then you come to security before you come to all these other things until you reach to the actualization of happiness. So I think people need to be honest in politics as well and just say, look, we are Liberians, we have these problems, and the only way we can solve the problem if we come together. We're not here to blame anyone, to shift blame on anyone, because people did their best that they could do under given circumstances. And because just yesterday, people were saying, oh, during the CDC government, they say, oh, the country is dirty. Even now, people are still saying the country is dirty. Because if you go on Kerry Street, the poop water still leaking. Poop water still leaking on the roads. It hasn't changed. But because those pipes have been on the ground for more than almost 50 years, and for pipes that they should be changed every 25 years, we haven't done that. And if you even check, maybe the underground maps, the service map in a place, maybe nobody even has it. Because of the war, and people who were most of the time we found that people, all the organizational ideas, people keep it in their head and they don't put it on paper. Like our people, they didn't write historical books, so before we know it, our history will be gone. We'll not be able to tell our children because nobody wrote it. Everybody was in people's head. They will come on radio and say the stories, but then they disappear, and when they are dead, the story dies with them. So the thing is that maybe those historical maps, those service maps, they no longer exist. So nobody knows exactly where the particular line, sewage line or water line is passing. So the only way you can repair is to know exactly where it is, and then you can block that place, and then you can excavate the place to replace the water line or the poo line, whatever it is. But those things, I don't know whether they exist, and it takes time. And our problem is only if we can come together as a people and solve our problems. But now people try to antagonize other people. You were there for more than 20 years. in political power that you could make decisions for the country.
Thank
And
you,
then
George.
you did not do it, but then you want to criticize other people who were there for 6 years why they did not do that you did not do. But anyway, look, Amy, let's have a wonderful
Thank
show.
you.
Hopefully, our friends will
So,
come on as well, so that we can share ideas. Thank
so
you.
the whole thing about somebody being party for 40 some more years, we got to look at it from the context of which we're speaking, right? I can be a minister for 42 years. Does that give me the power to first grand leader role? Does that give me the power to pull electricity everywhere? To save to stop crime in Liberia? It depends on the ministry I'm working in. So the whole narrative and thing about President Baka being power for 42 years, President Baka was never the president for 42 years. The closer you ever came near that office of vice president and vice president, you have a boss that you're working for. This thing when Jeremiah is taking orders from him. When he sits down is where we criticize him. What did he do and what he did not do? So it's a fair game. To come and tell what the past administration did, what they did not do, it's a fair game. 6 years is a lot of years. Yeah, you will not solve all of Liberia problems in 6 years. Nobody should be naive to think that you would do that. But from things that you do will show people that you are intentional. It will show people that you have the urge to do it. Not leaving it and doing something else, and then everyone being doing stuff and getting away with it, and getting rich overnight and doing it. He said, "Oh, because there's no resources, so this and that." So yeah, there's no resources for the Liberian people. But everybody who came out of that administration, they are big boys now. They can go around spraying money everywhere now. Let's do a lifetime audit and that salary and all of those things. So this is what people speak from. Those are the kind of direction people speak from now. Because somebody been in power, been in government for so and so time when they have no power to do anything that's supposed to be done in the country, then you say, "Oh, the person been in government for so and so." No, then you yourself the honesty you're asking for, you're not being honest,
Thank you,
right?
Amy. Maybe I need to say something as well.
You cannot something and say, "Oh, you compare." Let's say a agriculture minister with a president. You cannot do that. Then something not right with you. You cannot sit there and say, "Oh, the particular person have all of the will. He's the one." It comes to that's something that have to go to the legislature and something that they have power over and all of that. That's a different situation that we're talking about. That you send it, that you try it, and they tell you say no. That's a different issue. That's a different situation. So if we're trying to tell people, say we just come together and do that, and then trying to mislead them, that's not what we want. We're just trying to make our guy look good, and the whole thing looking political party and political leader looking good. We need to stop it and focus on Liberia. What was done bad to Liberia? What Liberia is clean. We're not talking about the pipe that is popping on there's something. Those problems have to be fixed by a professional that will be there until somebody personal private something that has to be fixed. But when we're talking about trash and all those things and stuff, there in certain parts there's something. But the way in which the city was looking, the city is getting a good facelift, painting, all of those things there, and cleaning and something. It's a different city now than I can promise you, because I know people go there, family that go there every time I come out. Then when I went there in 2023 and I got so disappointed and overnighting to campaign for somebody else to come there, I can guarantee you it's not the same anymore. So yes, it is a fair game to tell what the administration that came before you, especially the administration that was there before you, have you struggling to do things. And then while you're struggling doing it, they have the audacity to be criticizing you. He said you can talk about what they're doing, isn't it? Majebi all harmony. What? Yeah, okay. That's
So
funny.
can I?
What
Can,
do you
yeah, yeah.
what did you think about it? There's something to there. Yeah, apart from
Which
that,
thing? Which thing?
their homecoming and all of those things.
Oh, look, like I said from my opening, I said in Buchanan there was a big crowd, and in Bone County, Banga there was a big crowd, and in Monrovia as well, a huge crowd. And so, look, it's all about exercising political right. It doesn't change anything. We've been having crowds in the country. People pull crowd, and the biggest crowd I've seen in my lifetime was the Vani Sharma crowd in 2005 when I was in Monrovia. I worked for the United Nations at the time, and I even used my car to carry some of his t-shirts. To they pay me that night. I work until midnight to fetch the t-shirts to the various party, offices around the city. And when they started to announce the results, he had less than 5%. So big crowd in Liberian politics is very deceptive. And so I'm not going to. Some people will say it's our country money we eat it. The same thing they used to do to the CDC. They bring our country money we eat it. We see videos around. People say they get them money to go there, and that happened to CDC as well. So I'm not trying to push it on as it's a Liberian thing. So I'm not trying to say it is only for United Party. But I mean, how does people pulling crowd help Liberia? It doesn't. But it just the only thing I take from this is that it was a good thing that we had a really peaceful political situation, and for me that is great. But again, to what you just said, President Boakai being in government, he served as agriculture minister. He served as LPRC as well. He served a few other ministries. The thing is that my own input in this thing is that we want to see what you have done for the time. We say you must go and build a whole country. We are not asking for that. What have you done that is remarkable to say, okay, yes, this person has a moral right to criticize anyone? It doesn't exist. We say go build roads when you agriculture minister. We say agriculture minister you should go and make sure the streets are clean. No. What have you done to have the audacity to criticize someone else? For the fact of the matter is that President Weah or the CDC government was in power for 6 years, and they can actually boast of things that they have done that have never existed in the country. Things that have never existed. That is new ideas. What have you brought to the table? As we speak, the only new ideas we've seen in Liberia is the police booths that President Boakai shamelessly inaugurated around Monrovia, which are now in history now. Cars hit them and they are no longer on the road. What are the new ideas that you're bringing? What have you done before? President Weah said, yes, I came and I said it was wrong for ministries to be renting from Liberians. You, the government, you have all the money in the country. Why will you be renting from ordinary citizens? Why can't you build your own facility? President Weah said, no. We're going to leave these people's houses. They are sitting in America, and we are sending all our country money to them in America. They are living there. And now, when we have land here, and we can use that same money to build our offices. So leave that. Let's go and build a maritime office. Let's go and build it.
That was President Weah's idea.
Yes, that was President Weah's idea. So he built the maritime, maritime office. He built. Then he said, "Look, we only have one major hospital in Liberia, JFK. That's what everyone says, JFK. Why can't we have another hospital that will be a specialized hospital that will be used by the military to treat our military officers and even civilians who will fall sick? So now, if you go to Liberia, we have the first military hospital since the country's independence. Those are new ideas. Those are things that people can do. And I see you here, you haven't gone to Liberia since you went in 2023, sorry. You say you are discouraged. Even though before 2023, you had not gone there. So you don't know how the place was looking before it came to 2023. You say you are discouraged. Yeah. You left Liberia for a long time. You did not go there until 2023. So you cannot tell me before the time, maybe after the war, which was 2003, I was there. So if you are seeing Liberia in 2003 until 2023, if you say it was good in 2021 or 2003, but now in 2023 it was bad, then you have a good judgment. You have a skill on which you can measure things. You wouldn't win in 2023 and you say it was bad. So you want a government to change. That doesn't even make a lot of logic because you have to have a yardstick to compare something to. Say this is how the place was looking after the war, after everything was destroyed. This is how it was looking. How can they make counter power after 2 years, after 3 years, they play looking at it? Then it's not worth it. But we that were living there, we felt that Liberia was getting better on a scale of after the war. You are not been there, but then you had the audacity to go there and say that because government, that different government, that what the place is bad. Even though you had never been there on Ellen, you only went there on George Weah. And people that were living there, they knew that I was getting better, but you were outraged. You haven't gone back there yet, but now you're still saying that it's better now, even though you are not going there. But that's the thing. That's the problem with when people are, selectively outraged about things. These are the reason why Liberia has to come to a stage where we got to say, where are we? Where were we? Where have we come? And where are we going? To sit down and have that national discussion.
Thank you,
and have a convention and talk about how we can manage together, build a better country where everyone will feel a part. But now you get on the podium, since yeah, they were merrymaking. Since yeah, you gone 2 years now. What have you done? No, you're playing it yet. You're not playing it yet. Yeah, thank you. Fix Electronic. It is the more biased host.
Who got time for that?
An internet personality like your Prophet Key. Exactly. That's what she is. Amy Rush. Amy, I'm not trying to be against you.
They will put you AI that ain't gonna be happy now. Okay.
No,
he's like AI. Nah, he's a
I never say he's an AI. I never say he's an AI. I just said, but Amy, look at it on a scale. Look at it on a scale. You haven't seen Liberia after the war.
Okay,
you went in 2023.
Yeah.
Okay, you're welcome. You are biased. You are biased host.
Let me tell you something.
Go ahead.
Say you are not biased, and Mr. Fix Electronic will see everything in the country that is being done bad. The AI generator is not biased. Kudos to you. But let me tell you something. You contradicting yourself here in so many ways that you can't even help yourself with a biased mindset. In the something of protecting Weah, like you say, and nobody should say anything. You just sat on here and tell us that you want to see President Boyka was a agriculture minister. He worked working on an agency. When was this? What year was the jobs that you calling the president now had? What year was this? And you say you want to see fruits of it now. And these were time when some of us were not even born. And we have 14 years of civil war. You want to see fruits of those things now, right? But you telling us that after 4 year, a 6 year, Ellen turn, country was destroyed. But after a heated civil war, You want to see the agriculture, you want to see farming booming, even though there are people in the country who are living at who has the story of what the man did in that industry or in that sector or in that ministry. What they call loaf-of bread basket and call Nima country, all the one the stories are there for people who live those things. And you still want to see why after all the war, you want to see why they couldn't.
Amy, let me just say something quickly before you go ahead. Okay, go ahead.
To you. Let me finish.
Go ahead.
You want to see it now after so many years. You want to see that fruit, even though everything was destroyed, like you said. So we giving president we are passed because everything was destroyed in the country, but you want to see it now. But then. Somebody who spent 4 to 5 years in power. And I went there. I didn't see anything. I was in Liberia in the 90s. The mid-90s. It was great. Those were the days y'all called wartime. I know you are in Grand Crew somewhere. But Monrovia, that's why I was so disappointed for the war days to be looking better than the so-called normal days. And when Ellen was president, I did not go to Liberia, but I had family who went to Liberia. And the same family member that I went with 2023, that same family member went with me and expressed that disappointment. And we heard what Ellen did. What your man did on the high scale industrial skills was not what had our country looking like the way it was when I went there. You had the whole Plumora was a slam dunk. It was smelly. It was trash everywhere. You said people that were happy? No, sweetheart. People were complaining and they were happy they wouldn't have voted him out. Okay? That was like, 5 years into his term? But you won. Somebody who came in less than 2 years to turn it around. The damages that was doing in less than 5 or to 6 years. But somebody who was there for 5 years. You telling me, sir, I'm not supposed to expect anything because I was not living there. You see, so everything that you knew about Australia, or you know about Australia now, or that you know about America, have you lived in America before? Do you have to live there to know what's going on there? The thing that you claim you know about Liberia now, you're there right now. So I don't know where you come from, where holiday or something that you have to be living somewhere or you have to have been going there before you know this, before you know that. Just because I'm not going there doesn't mean I live under the rocks. No. So President Walker is the president today. Let's see what he does when he leaves office. And I'll go back to Liberia and see what it looks like. Or even if I go back now, I'm not waiting for him to leave office before I go back. But if I go back there, and I will give you something. And I know people who, when they're at a time, they've gone back and they've seen the difference. They've seen it. And I can tell you some of your own tradition about when these people say, y'all say, oh, they are not real tradition because they are not singing the praise singing. They are not doing it. Because it's not about Liberia. You and the AI do in the comment section. It's not about Liberia for you. It's about praising a political leader. But when somebody's saying what everybody else is saying, I'm not the only one saying it. I'm sitting in Texas here. People who live in Liberia, they're telling you the changes. They will come here pointing it out. Once we see it in videos and everything, they'll come here telling about bias. But you're myself, who bias? You sitting on the internet, you sitting in Australia. People telling you're not believing it. They say I'm biased. I'm not telling you these stories. I'm not making it up. I'm not going generating it and telling you it. I'm telling you what people are saying, and I'm telling you what I'm seeing. The same way I was looking at videos before I went there, the same way I'm looking at videos now. So what is the problem? It's sort of everything don't make sense to you. Only what George Clement instilled all makes sense. Everything not logic. Only George won't got all the logic in the world. That is fine. That's your opinion. You can swallow it all you want. Does that make it a fact? No. It doesn't. Even how I can have my own opinion, it doesn't make it facts. The evidence will show who's speaking true or who being biased or who being AI or who being something. That's all I'm saying. So the whole idea about somebody or whatever, agriculture this and you don't see fruit, and that's a logic. All the logic and sense that you talk about, that makes it to you in, I don't know what year was that. Whether it was Dole region or it was Turber or it was whatever region, and you want to see that fruit now of what he did. I said, no one else has come there. You can do a good job. If somebody can come and destroy it. Ellen was a good thing done in her first year. She did a lot of things before correction started creeping in the last time of her term. So what do you, all of those things, the only thing that we actually built on was the corruption part, the destruction part, the stealing part. He left the good ones there. If he was to build up on that, we're not where we at right now. But no, they took the bad part to build up on there, on an industrial skills, industrial level, and left the good ones. And we shouldn't talk about it. Why? Because somebody's feeling will get, their touchy feelings will get hurt. No, sweetheart, I got no interest in who is president. So as long as they're doing great by the country, I will support them. I didn't even know Bwaga when I went to Liberia. Let me tell you that.
You said emotion, not logic. The AI got dealing with you.
You just step in the show. If you want us to be reading everything in the comment section and pleasing you, then you
no, it ain't pleasing me. I just
have his moment. He always does. Let him something there. Okay. So for us to come in and say, oh, because students, no. When I came back, I wanted somebody we had to leave. And I wanted the person, and guess what? When I did my homework, President Bwaga record was not bad at all. And guess what? He had a number to remove via. So I was a Cummings girl. I told you a lot of time. But I found out Mr. Cummings did not have the numbers. And the people you are listening to, they were not giving no good advice. So the person who had the numbers had to be the one to be, because the person out there had to go. So what's the big deal? And then you're making, when somebody is supporting the person, I mean, they are this, they are that, they are there with it. That's your problem. That's your own opinion. Y'all eat it up. All y'all want. But what we see in the facts and people who live on the ground are saying is what we're going to put out here. Whether you like it or not, the people will be the judge of it.
Okay, so let me say my part of on too, because I just want to tell you that for 12 years, President Bwaga was the custodian of the vice president. He was the custodian of agriculture in the country for 12 years. He was also over the group of 77. Mm-hmm. I mean, the disabled community in the country. Mm-hmm. I mean, for 12 years, the disabled community did not experience anything substantial to say, this is what we have achieved on Bwaga as our custodian. Agriculture for 12 years, Amy.
He was the agriculture minister?
No. President Ellen Johnson Sirleaf gave him that portfolio. So since you were agriculture minister before, mm-hmm. I am not an expert in agriculture, and this is documented. So you should oversee all the agricultural activities in the country.
So how does that work?
How does that work?
Mm-hmm.
It's the same way President Ellen Johnson Sirleaf was supposed to oversee all of the ministry. They gave him that ministry to oversee. Because anything that happens there, it becomes her instruction, her way of doing it. That's how it's going to work. So when they give you that portion, it means that's how you want it to run, to make it successful. That's you're
micromanaging the minister. Is that what you're telling us?
So you want to tell me that all the ministers are micromanaged by the president? That's what you want to tell me?
No. What you say right now is what you saying. Is what I'm saying. You say he has the portfolio. He should be there to tell him how it won. Instead of so I'm trying to understand. What do you mean?
Okay, let me make you understand. Yeah, listen. You're not gonna listen. No, listen. Now you're talking. I kept quiet. You won't be asking me to take me off my check. Yeah, but Amy, wait for me. Let me give you the answer. Let me give you the answer.
Okay, then give me the answer, because what you giving me
the answer is that if you say micromanage, you are looking at it from a very small, tiny hole. Because to supervise somebody, listen to me. But why you keep interrupting?
I just said one word, my brother. Stop being emotional. Give me the bigger one.
I'm not being emotional. It's just that I don't do it to you. You don't do it to me as well. So the thing is that when you supervise, hold on now. Let me talk.
No,
I know you are the host. Everyone
Time.
listening to the show, everyone listening to the show knows that you are the host, Amy.
I
You
mean,
don't
so
need
you
to
don't.
announce
See,
it.
I gotta remind you all the time. But
No,
go ahead.
you don't. No, you cannot take me out of my discussion to ask me a question. When I finish, you ask me. So here's the thing, Amy. Supervisor does not mean you are micromanaging anyone. If your style, if you want to tell that work style of management is micromanage, then of course that's something you need to tell us because we don't know. Because I have been manager, I have been supervisor. So I know by being a manager or supervisor does not necessarily mean that you have to micromanage. The only thing you're going to do there is to make sure, because you have superior knowledge of the workings of that place, you tell the people what to go for help and where to go and how to do things. That's what you do, yes, according to the books. So if you think that nobody should
Get us
manage,
that books and read it on here.
what?
You need to
You
get
see
all
how?
that read up. Let's read it on here.
Amy, why you thinking? How you thinking so? What do you mean by that, so, boo?
You just said
Using
that's what it is.
figurative
in the
language.
book.
Using figurative language. You can understand figurative language. Yeah, you should understand figurative language. When I say by the book, it does not mean that there's a special book that you need to read. That's not what it is. You see, that's what the problem is. When you're discussing these things, you have to have certain level of understanding of them to make sure that
My brother,
the conversation goes wisely. So I am telling you that it is not a book anywhere. But when they say you got to do it by the book, that means do it correctly according to how it's supposed to be. That is doing it by the book.
I didn't know that.
So
Thank you.
Good. Thank God you're learning. Thank God you're learning. So the thing is, don't be sarcastic. I want to learn my thought here. So the thing is that President Bouaka was over the agriculture ministry for 12 good years. Up to this time, Liberia cannot feed herself. There was a minister and he was supervising the minister, but up to this time, Liberia cannot feed herself. He was over the group of 77 for 12 good years. They did not have houses of their own. Up to this time, group of 77 were, because they said the help they were getting from the previous government of the CDC, they are not getting it from this government, so they were protesting in the streets. And they got tear gas because they said the help they were getting from the previous government, they are not getting that attention from this government. So they went in the streets to protest, and they were tear gas. I know this channel does not bring those sort of things because they are anti-government things. So nobody shows a year. I've been watching all the video you've been playing here. When the people went in the street to protest and they were tear gas, the blind people and the crippled people or the handicapped, whatever they are, when they were doing all that thing that happened, it was not brought on here. But that's the problem we have. And then for him to go there and have the audacity to say, and says, yeah, they didn't do this, they didn't do that. And then you come here and have the audacity to say, when job, yeah, they did the corruption. It baffles me. Because when we talk about corruption, Bouaka cannot be counted out. And then he will come out and make that sort of statement in the public. I think he should be ashamed of himself. But you know what? That's the Liberia we got. That's the Liberia we got. That you know, anytime anybody can come out and make any outlandish statement. So it is what it is.
Now. So this is where we're going, right? We have a vice president in the country. And George is sitting here telling us that the vice president was overseeing the Ministry of Agriculture. He's the one who was telling the minister to go, what to do and how to do it. And I asked him, so kind of like micromanaging, because what he was explaining, maybe he who got all the logic and all of those things and all of the education that Amy doesn't have. His description sounds pretty much like micromanaging to me, even though he's a vice president. But there's a minister over there that the president appointed. But this person should be there telling the oh no, you know what? You gotta go to Libya to get this. Oh no, you know what? We gotta know about agriculture, so you gotta do it. Really, this makes sense to him. And I said, so the book you're talking about, I tell you to bring the book so we can see it. He said, what was this? So there's a job description, right? So maybe that's what I thought he was talking about. So there was a job description that President Eddie Johnson gave him to do that with the agriculture ministry. And this brother sits here and want to mesmerize and correct with his AI friend, and they think somebody buying that nonsense. to tell us that because President Waka was President Waka was a vice president. There's so-called, I agree. Okay, he didn't do anything in agriculture. There's 6 years that there was the recovery, all the damages that he did. What did you do? This person who you said was doing all of the good works in the country. What did he do to take out those damages?
When you did not do it, you can't criticize other people.
George, we're not doing that. He cannot show that. But then he want to come here talking about they shouldn't talk about it. The people inside are having agriculture that were running that in industry don't even know anything. They ask him about something to talk about. Yeah, I had a garden in my. This is the country that was running. These are the honest people that can go beyond closer to go criticize. But in the public, what they're supposed to do for people to see that honesty, they don't do that. They don't do that there. He's telling us that group of 72nd. Okay, fine. What happened under the CDC government? You telling us, you talking about the people are protesting because the person they had as their head, they said the person was stealing money, doing everything that is given to them. They never said they passed they all the good things that were happening. What were in a bread and butter, what we have our own mansion in the last administration and not happening. That's a lot from the pit of hell. Give me a video, give me something that what somebody says there, and I will bring you a video what somebody said while they were protesting. So what do you do? I want y'all think someone live under the rock. Maybe y'all can, like I said, all of those things that y'all can be doing y'all can be doing it to feed your base, to excite them. And the AI people that can be running online. But you're not doing it to something well-meaning people that have love for that country and want to see something they don't want to use politics to be running all over the place when you're something. No, it's not gonna happen. Y'all want to sit here and criticize President Boyka. President Boyka is the president now. What's going on in the agricultural industry right now? Or in that sector? What's going on there right now? Is it anything compared to what we see on the 6 years? That you want to tell us that he was there as a supervisor for over the agriculture minister? Give me a break. Give me a job description that says that he was doing that. Yeah, I was here.
Amy, tell what's happening now agriculture-wise in the country.
There's great things that happen. You have an open mind. Go read, because we talk about it a lot of times when they show you, but Ben, that's not what you want to hear, so you don't keep it. You want to hear the la part. They want people sit on platform and hear. They're not doing anything.
Amy, it's a simple question. It's a simple question. Everything I say, I can name. Everything I say, I can name the thing. Everything here, I can name the thing that I've seen. So please, that was just us.
Because of you, I'm not gonna do that. If I say it 1 or 2, 3, 4 times, you don't want to take it, that's your problem. But I'm not gonna be a broken record because of you or anybody else here.
What do you mean by broken record again, Amy?
Because
what I don't want me.
Oh, you don't know that one there. You don't know what broken record. Repeating myself over and over again. That's what I mean. If you don't want to take it,
put it in context. Put it in context.
That's your problem. Okay.
Well, you say on broken record. I don't want to sound like on broken record.
Come stay here and be telling you one thing over and over. You want to get, I say it today. You come tomorrow, you ask me the same thing. When I come the afternoon, you're asking me the same thing. What's that? Who got time for that? What we talking about? We're talking about the people who wants to know what's going on. Who are telling you? Matter of fact, somebody video that I know y'all say they're lying. It must match your narrative before it be true. That is so I don't know. In your course,
thank you, Amy. So let's bring topic. Let's run through the topic.
Don't do that. Only one person running the show. So don't.
No, but I just trying to bring topic. That's all I'm saying. I'm going to bring topic. Only you can bring the topic. Yeah, bring it up. Because what we're doing now is just like.
That's why I said they know you should do the Master Nelson. And I'm not going to let y'all do it to me because y'all like to honor my people.
What you call mess again, Amy? Where the language coming from? Where you call mess again? I just asked you to.
All right, listen.
Yeah. You shouldn't use it. I mean.
You can tell me what to use. I'm a grown woman, and it's not.
No. But you using it on me. You using it on me. That's what I mean. Don't use it on me. That's what you can use it anywhere you want to use it.
I'm being emotional. Mess is not curse word.
I'm not being emotional. I'm just trying to say. What is emotional about this? To say don't use it on me. I don't deserve it.
What to use it? It's not a curse word at all. You can tell me what to use.
No, but you say I'm doing mess. I'm doing mess. You say I'm doing mess. I am telling you that I don't deserve it.
I want to use that. You choose that insult you. That's what you should tell me. But don't
well,
tell me
I'm not doing mess. I am not doing mess. I am not doing mess. That's what I'm telling you. Well,
Stop
you
being
can
emotional,
wear about me.
boy.
So you just feel
Every
that by
little
saying that being emotional, you think that
thing.
insult?
Okay, let me tell you something. This is what,
And you're telling me nothing.
this
Just
all the
talk.
time on the show. You always want to get this show out of character, and I hate it so bad. But so now you try to bring it up to your level, and I don't like that. Let me tell you something. You sit on the show here all day. You insult people. They don't have sense. They don't have logic. They have audacity to do all I want you use them. Nobody emotional about it. Nobody care because why the English want to use something. I don't see that as a, but somebody said, man, don't use it on me. The whole show might be disturbed. Don't do that. That show our maturity on the show. That should be something and not be so something about mess is a word. It's not an insult to you. If you can come here and tell somebody they don't have sense, they're not educated, they're not large, this, so I could take offense to that. But guess what? That's your opinion. It's not the truth, so it doesn't bother me. Okay? Let's not always try to bring this show to that level. Every time we got to go this route, and it's not nice at all. So I'm gonna play some of the things that people who lives in the country are seeing.
So you're gonna play propaganda videos.
Because some of
the man mob tie open you.
When we say it, because we ain't going, they say we ain't going in Liberia for 10 years, so we shouldn't say it. Some people who live there all their lives, let's listen to them when they talk. And it's the lies of this to go around.
Then you must play the other one too. Report that are complaining too. That say nothing's changed. Play them too.
And I told you what we would do.
I'm now a state agent. This is my ID card. I pay 500 to pay the ID card. Nobody pay for me. When? During the Wheeler regime, when this ID card give up. That's it. Okay, there. Yeah, you see, in this country, when you see reality, speak on it. We the data people, we back on the corner, and we're looking at things how the country going. From Manasadi first time, Manasadi second time, and President Baka first time, we see how the country going. President, we have promised in this country that when you take power, no car will hit you in the butt. But the first president, we have first year in power. The road to go bench there, the road. And I want on that road.
Women drunk or what?
There's a problem has to be with
it. We are not doing it. We cannot see the bugger said he's drunk. We're not talking sense.
You're not doing that.
I'm not discussing community role. Let me go. From here to go bench there now. Before we used to stop Ganta and track cycle to go. But now we pay our way, which is 3,000. If you do to go to your family, you're going to pay 50,000 or we are reaching, but now you're called down to 3,000, 4,000. The amount of money you'll be able to buy soon to carry to your family now. I'm not back for that. You see this Ministry of Health, the minister there that has used my black photo, she's doing well. I think you see the video now of the building. ECC regime says here, the building never fee. And then the people that work in this building, they are not foreigner. They are Liberian for GSA. So for this reason, I will tell President Baka, thank you. And President Baka, he not running this government with friendship. When you do wrong, he back you aside. He listens to the common people versus if you hear if President Baka regime. So for that reason, Yoko Gladiator, the greatest boy be man, I'll be wearing this t-shirt. Okay, what are you wearing t-shirt? I'll be wearing this t-shirt. This t-shirt. And you have a give me a who can you? I bought it from Nima Quado. I bought it Nima Quado. I bought this t-shirt. So I don't want to put it down. They get a t-shirt to wear. I bought a t-shirt. So are you from Nima Kante? I'm from Nima Kante, District 5. Booyah. I'm from Booyah. I'm from the town about them, the one the biggest line in District 5. That they were root to you. Wrong will tell you, when you do good will tell you.
Okay, you from District 5. A few days ago, some of your citizens from District 5 said that you were shooting and then this particular homecoming because most of your educated guys from
The native people be me say, yeah, today. Personally, can one time to approve for everybody, but I believe that in this government, and I know people in this government from this far, they work it to a very good places that I know. So everybody will not be the same. Don't expect that. But people at this far, they are very calm people. Even the element that come here and want to show itself, we support, we are not in support with this sponsor. But for this far, we are very calm people and we move together. For now, I get this element.
So what's the final message?
My final message to the those that set it down there, that say, oh, the person they have to do something, they're not working. Let us stop that. We are in Morocco, who knows what's going on. Now we can leave one year to go template and we'll be able to buy paper. No too much transportation. It's a plus for them. The money that's going to pay my way when I have to buy my transportation on, I'm using that money to add the rest on and to tell them. At least I'll be able to move one year to go Nima, to go visit my cocoa farm. I pay no use transportation, I will use the money for material. So I applaud the government, I tell President Baga, thank you. And
So say your name again.
I need a local.
So I'm trying to find one of the video in the market with a lady. They want to say about to be fair. The way he lay out, let's see what she lay her own out with her something. But go ahead. The wives try to find that video. They want to. She talking.
Okay. Amy, the only thing I want to say is that the first thing he said, President Weah said when come to power, no cow get his in the mud. And I think that was the first thing that turned me off. So I don't know what I even listened to what he was trying to say.
No,
because but Amy, for me, one of the things about me, if you speak bad English, anything you say doesn't make sense to me. I don't care you telling me say walk, come and say once your English is bad, it hurts my ears. So I don't listen anymore. And then when you misspeak from the beginning, I'm turned off. I might listen to you, I might hear what you're saying, but if you don't come back and correct yourself, because sometimes you can misspeak and say, oh no, I meant this person. You know what I mean? Then I understand that you know what you're talking about. But once you misspeak without realizing that you misspoke and then you continue to go ahead, I just feel that what you're saying is actually deliberate, deliberate lie you're trying to tell, or you don't know what you're saying, right? So it will turn me off. That's the thing. And I don't want you to play anybody in the streets, you know what I mean? Let's go on with the show. If you want to, because I your show here. So if you want to play, you can play.
I want the audience, not you.
No, but no audience asking for it anyway.
No, they don't ask for that. A lot of things we talk about here, they don't ask for. We talk about it.
Yeah. So okay, go ahead. But what I'm trying to say is that he said, President Weah said, when you get in power, no cow will hit in the mud. That's the most dishonest thing to say. And I thought you thought to correct him right there and say, oh no, that's not President Weah that said this. That tells you that this guy does not know what he's saying. He doesn't know what he's saying. And guess what? That Niba he's talking about. Do you know how many kilometers of road President Weah built in Niba? President Boaga has not even built road in Niba. But this guy will come on here and say President Boaga first road in Niba, which does not make sense again. Because I will tell you the amount of kilometers of road President Weah built in Niba County, in Bond County.
I'm not listening to him anymore.
No. When he's turn me off.
You want to hear? You lying that you're not listening to him, but you are nitpicking. The one that
what? Okay, when they say nitpicking, that different thing. Tell me what I nitpick.
You said that because he said President Weah said no cow will get hitched anymore. We all know that our President Boaga is looking there, right?
Yeah.
We all know that. Could it have been somewhere that President Weah said it and he just saying it like that? But because he didn't say exact word for word, what President Weah said, so
stop that thing, Amy. Stop that. You know, it ain't good to be deceptive when you say things.
No. You asked me. He didn't say it the way he said it, but that's what it meant. You can say it that way. But for you to say, because he said I want it, so I wasn't listening to him. Everything he was saying, it was not true. It was misleading. But he was not misleading when he showed his CDC something. He did that. He did all of the other things that you say you're not listening to it. But you come telling us now how person Walker haven't done this, but person we are did it, person we are did it. So it's not about what the person is saying. You go ahead. Those
So
are the
yeah,
nitpicky.
Amy. My problem with people is that when I see a deceptive person, I know. Amy, that ID card you hold in your hand, that ID card started to be made in 2023. I got my ID card as well. What did he see to pay own money to go and get an ID card?
The same thing everybody else saw and pay their own money to buy to make t-shirts for CDC.
Thank you, because Amy, listen to me. I'm trying to drive this thing at home. Just listen. The problem is that you must have seen good things that this person is doing. That's why you pay your money to go and get his t-shirt. Because it was almost at the end of the government, the CDC government, and in 2023, and in the beginning of 2023, that's when the ID card came up. I got mine as well. So if you say you went and pay your own high-end money to get this ID card, to identify with this person, after the person had ruled the country for almost 6 years, 5 years, you use your money to pay for it. Our logic we're looking at so. Now you come back and say, all that thing you saw is erased by 2 years of what President Baka has done because Nima get rule. The Nima rule we're talking about that person we are building.
Is that the only thing he said about Nima? That all he said?
Amy, one of the most important things the man stressed was that now car can go to his place. That's why he said, mean it. Yeah, that you can pay less money now. That the same car, that the same road. You're paying less money that road. So I don't know what about thing you want to find in that thinking. What he said was completely about roads. And I will tell you that, President, we are building roads in Nima. And the airport, Amy, people need to stop to be honest. So they say, if you want to go join anybody, Amy, everybody has the right to go and join any party. But you cannot be leaving to go and join party. They say everything that you believe in that was okay, that was good for the country, is no longer good.
Because I know you like to twist.
No, I want to listen to him again. Amy, it's boring. I don't play the one here. Play the one so you can go ahead. I'm going to twist it. I'm talking about here again, sir. Because I'm giving too much relevance. I'm talking about here again.
Because all of the things.
Let me get water to drink.
You left it because it wasn't pleasing to you. All the way he showed his CDC ID. This is what y'all always do. Y'all the non-biased people then. When these people come, the man came and was started praising President we are and licking his boots. You would have been here screaming and talking about how good the man is and so and so. Now you want to say he crazy, he drunk, he just because he's saying something that is not pleasing to your ears. He's saying something that is not fitting your narrative. So you don't want to, like anybody, even our CDC executives, they like the Colonel Barbara, they start just that they're talking for that. And where it used to be, all of a sudden, all of them are tend to teach to you. They're not doing that when you're there. Anybody who criticized Weir and what he did wrong, it's a problem. So that's the pattern that we always say, and we know about it. We know the trick, these tricks in your play. There's a pattern that's been there that we see all the time. Y'all try to undermine people who try to say things that, to say, and just because those people, I think they're the one who love Weir more than y'all do. Your single fans, then y'all don't love Weir. Because if you keep telling somebody they're doing something good when they're not, and you keep leading it in the wrong path, and then you call that love, you're deceiving yourself. So these people don't care. That's why I say y'all always like to, y'all a single fence, y'all always like to act like y'all got some kind of Weir is some kind of lane. That lane or somebody and y'all got a deed to that lane, like you're entitled to it. Nobody else should step on that lane. Nobody else should say anything about that lane because you're bought it with your personal cash. You got a deed to it. You're entitled to it. So nobody else should say anything. This is how you treat the man called George Weir, your spiritual leader. This is how you treat him. Nobody should say all the wrong thing he did. Oh man, it doesn't make any sense. But everything you say makes sense is logical to you. But when anybody
Amy, I know you're going on with your rant. I know you're going on rant, but I did not say the man said we are debating. They even did not say we are debating.
An example. I said anybody who says that. And what that mean is saying
that. But then you going on and on with something without even talking about.
Don't you see? This is why, Josh, you always like to do in our something. You stay here and say all kind of things that has nothing to do with it. Don't do that. Like, you always have to bring the show to that level, and it's not good. Don't do that. 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 Don't We always talk about this. It's not what you want to hear that we're going to talk about to please you. This is about the audience, and it's about everybody else that's sitting. It's not about George. And I'm not telling you that to you more than so many times, and I'm not going to keep repeating
But
myself.
Amy, you are referring to me. You are saying that our God. You know, you say all the derogative.
Okay, now we will respect the people and will not do that. We will not do that. You need to stop this. The same respect you want for you give it to the people who are listening to you. Because when we're doing it too much talking over each other, it makes the show noisy.
I mean, then please play the video and I'll go ahead.
You want to hear. It's not about you. It's about people who take that personal time and come and sit on each other, listen to you and everybody else. We're not here to please you or anybody else but the audience that are listening.
I mean, go ahead and stop blasting me. Go ahead.
If you be quiet, I'll go ahead. Stop something and
been quiet, but you've been going on and on.
And you let me go on and on. You don't tell me tell me what to say and what not to say. You have your liberty and I have mine. So let's respect that. We gotta keep repeating the same thing over and over. It's really draining.
I see why no one comes on the show anymore. But go ahead.
You can leave if you want.
Right, you don't own the show. I will leave.
Leave
you don't
if
own
you
it.
want.
This is our show. I can't leave it.
No, it's not your show. Let's not do that.
It's our show. It's not your show. It's not.
We're not doing that. You can leave if you want. Don't come make the show noisy because we're not praising we are. What's that? Who call you? If you want to stay there, stay there. I know why people are not coming. You're the one who don't know that. So sorry, people, for that disruptive behavior. Let me play this video sent to balance the equation, and then we can something from there. But I want you to pay attention. The guy that we played first, the way he was detailed, and let this lady and listen to this lady. The logical and sensical people, they can be choosing videos. Let's see. Here it goes.
Joe, we are please come out that lot to all. Please come back and settle our problem. Okay, come settle our problem, huh? These people want to rescue from the ocean to the lagoon. Oh, yeah. Come to our rescue. You are taking my children. Joe, we are please come out that lot to all. Please come back and settle our problem. Okay, come settle our problem, huh? These people want to rescue from the ocean to the lagoon. Oh, yeah. Come to our rescue. You are taking my children.
So these are the videos that we get in our chat room and flooding everything that the people are dying. Liberia, they are this, they are that. Some of the videos. Judge Ria will rescue her. Judge Ria will giving her so many people lied to a grown woman like you.
You ready for me to talk?
The narrative that they carry around about people lying to people lying to people, then people like this suck it up. How do we know that you are not being lied to? If you're talking about somebody lied to you to go catch your boat, you don't know how you're enjoying. How Judge Bell was saving you. You went, instead somebody came and lied to your grown self with children, with grown women. How do we know now that people are not lying to you? But go ahead. That's what I heard from
Amy, there's a word in a dictionary they call regret. You know what regret is?
No.
Anybody can regret. Anybody can make a decision and regret it. So you sit down here, you can't tell about you can get you want to denigrate a woman for her own opinion. The woman, a market woman, she's selling the market. She knows how the country is hard. Then you come and sit down here. That's not even the full video. That's a short video. And I'm not blaming you for Amy. I don't blame you for you. The other one was long. They want to just shot something. So if you want to say that the woman gets sense, so that why she say the people lie to her, there is a word called regret. Everyone can make a decision and regret about it. If you sit down here and say, because the woman regretting that she was lied to, so it doesn't exist. She not sort of be lied to because she's a grown woman. So that means the word regret can only be applied to babies. Only babies can regret their decision. Only baby can regret what has happened to them. Amy, when you're talking to the audience, you must make logic. Yeah. Say something that will be impactful. If you come in and say, a grown woman, grown children, that all is regretting, it's horrifying to hear this. It's so dreadful. And you can laugh all you want, but it's so dreadful for somebody like you who considers yourself to be a talk show host is sitting behind a desk and trying to say that because somebody said they regret their decision, they shouldn't regret their decision because they are grown enough. They get children. So that means nobody can deceive them. Nobody's all deceived them. They are all knowing the God. So they already know what will happen tomorrow. So anything you tell them now, they already know what is already happening, so they will not do it. It's so ridiculous. But here's the fact. Let me just tell you. If you sit down behind your microphone or your computer or your only laptop behind in Texas and say everything is okay in Liberia, today your president said, you gave me time. I respect that.
Do you?
I respect that. You gave me time because it is an it is an accepted fact with him that he knows that he hasn't done what he's supposed to do. That's why he needs more time.
Yeah. You guys,
I mean, you can't have to laugh at also. No, I know he said you're my second be making fun. Why you here for? Why you laughing for?
Yeah, because you can control your emotions.
No, I control my emotion, man. I control my emotion, but it just, but you know, sometimes I feel that my brother Zaza, my brother Toure.
Please, let's talk about a video.
But let me go ahead. Amy, don't tell me what to say, please. You can always tell me. Amy, I will state what I want to say. You can tell me what to say. It's my time to speak. And like you said, I start talking about Kakaleka. That's my time, right? So just leave me alone. Okay. So the thing is that I feel that sometimes my respect for people and my.
Emma, how you doing? Did you watch that video? You're muted.
Oh, you talking from there?
I ain't got time for that. I ain't got patience for that. We got time. We gotta go. I'm telling you, speak to the video. You want to talk about your back room topic on it? Something.
I made a video on. I don't know what prompted the video. I don't know what the person was saying, but all the person was saying, can't rescue us. So I don't know what.
So I will play the other video for you to see it. There was a video the guy was laying out, right? He's a sedition. But like I said before, let me say this before I even say it. Like I said, if it's not praising or lining up with a narrative, with judge the narrative, something wrong with the person. This guy can he give his points in why he's supporting President Bouakai now. This woman was just in the market. They lied we are going for they lied So I said, grown woman like you, if somebody can lie to you because you're not allowed to vote till 18, right? That means you have sense to make a decision, right? To know who is good for you, who's good for the country, who's good for your future, who's good for your children's future. So if you're telling us that somebody lied to you, that is you can't rescue, you are enjoying everything was going right, and somebody lied to you and something, then how do we know now that whatever you're hearing, because what you're saying is what they've been running around with, that somebody lied. How do you know now that what you're saying now, nobody lying to you now? They just come here with emotional stuff, talking all these things. So you said the woman stupid. They can't regret. What are you talking about? That's why I just sat here and just smiling, looking at him. What are you talking about? I asked the question, how she know now that nobody is lying to her? Because before they gave you, that's why they don't give 12-year-old voting card to go vote. Because 12-year-old don't know the situation. 12-year-old can analyze and know who's good for the country. They don't give it to 11-year-old. They don't give it to 10-year-old. They start giving it to 18 because they think they got rational mind enough. They ration, lunch it. Like we can't. I know that they're worse than when I'm sleeping, so I can hear in my head now after the show. But if you're not lying, you're not telling us what the problem is, like this gentleman was doing. Why is it that you're not supporting President Bouakai now? Or I don't even know what I should put up for President Bouakai, or if it's a sedition or whatever, because, when you go in the market, you get everybody, right? You get some people that would say good, you get some people that would say bad. It's everywhere. Because you have seditions, you have Unity Party, you have other people that are just in the middle who are there to say whatever they feel like is right. So you get those people. So her point was, and we got sedition saying why he's supporting President Bouakai, and I can play that video for you because I don't want to put words in your mouth or want to twist the fact, alternative facts. I want to play a video here. They can be telling you a different thing than what we listen to in the video, and then I play her video. So now she's saying, oh, they lied to her. The same conspiracy theories or somebody lying to somebody, all the talking point of this tradition. They lied about. That's exactly what she's repeating there. What did they lie to you about? Now, how do we know? Same people can lie to you. Grown women like you don't know who to go for. They lie to you. You are doing well. We were doing so marvelously. Your country were doing better. Your children, everything was good. Then you got a lot of people to lie to you. How do you know them? How do we know people are not lying to you now? That was my question. And he's saying different thing altogether. I said the woman stupid. That why I just sitting there just smiling, looking at him. Why? Because that narrative fits what he's saying. But the other man was explaining there. He said something was wrong with the man. Even going to make sure your CDC card because that man not saying something that George like. So something was wrong with him. He was not being honest. He was crazy or something. That's what you gave me another video. So so you can see it. I can play it again. And this is
Where's George?
Let me play the woman again so you can hear her, and then you can go ahead. If I play the other one, and then you can tell me from there. Because the whole thing is about what is going on in the country.
Joe, we are please come back. Please come back and settle our problem. Okay, settle our problem, huh? These people want to rescue from the ocean to the Laguna. Oh, yeah. Come to our rescue. You are taking my children.
So, we ain't got nothing to lie to her. Okay.
So from the ocean to the lagoon. Okay.
To the lagoon, whatever that means, I don't know, but yeah.
I think it's only from the lagoon to the ocean. She even messing the thing up.
So I don't know. Let me play the other one here so you can. The details and there's something. This is what I was going by, but like then again, I don't have no logic. But let me play this so you can hear it, and then you can tell me. Because the whole thing was about me saying things and that I'm not in Liberia. This is what I always say, right? Most of the things is what we see on video. Okay, you can say video is deceiving and all of that, but what about the people who are living these lives and telling us that, this and this and that? And then you said that, so that what prompted is playing of videos and stuff.
I'm now a state agent. This is my ID card.
Okay.
Talking is a buyer, they pay me to go to. I'm now a state agent. This is my ID card. I pay 500 to pay the ID card. Nobody pay for me. When? Doing the VR regime with this ID card giver. That's it.
Okay, there. Yeah, that.
You see, in this country, when you see reality, speak money. We the native people, we back on the corner and we're looking at things, how the country going. From Mana study first time, Mana study second time, and President Baga first time, we see how the country going. President, we have promised in this country that when you take power, no car will hit you in the butt. But the first president, we are first year in power. The road to go Grand there, the road. And I run on that road for the 4 hours. They get my driver. So I want to say, oh, the men go out and say, about that. Because I pray the go across when you have to say the truth. So, about now, even from here to go Maryland, I'm discussing the main road. I'm not discussing community road. Let me go. From here to go Grand there now, before we used to stop Ganta and book track cycle to go. But now, we pay our way, which is 3,000. If you do to go to your family, you're going to pay 15,000 or we are reduced, but now you're called down to 3,000, 4,000. The amount of money you'll be able to buy something to carry to your family now. I'm not working for that. You see this Ministry of Health, the minister there that has used my photo, she's doing well. I think you see the video now of the building. ECC regime says here, the building never took me. And then the people that work in this building, they are not foreigners. They are Liberians. GSA. So for this reason, I will tell President Baga thank you. And President Baga, he not ruin this government with friendship. When you do wrong, he back you aside. He listen to the common people versus if you hear if President Baga regime. So for that reason, I Yoko United, the greatest for be man, I'll be wearing this t-shirt. Okay, what is he wearing the t-shirt? I'll be wearing this t-shirt. This t-shirt. And you're a give me a who can you? I bought it from Nima Quado. I bought it Nima Quado. I bought this t-shirt. So I don't want to put it on the t-shirt to wear. I bought a t-shirt. So are you from Nima Kante? I'm from Nima Kante, this way back. Booyah. I'm from Booyah. I'm from the town about them, the one the biggest time this way back. And there were root people, you wrong will tell you, when you do good will tell you.
Okay, you from this paper. A few days ago, some of your citizens from this paper said that you people shouldn't attend this particular homecoming because most of your educated guys from
the native people say, yeah, today. Every place can one time you approve for everybody. But I believe that in this government, and I know people in this government from this paper, they work into a very good places that I know. So everybody will not be the same. Don't expect that. But people at this paper, they are very calm people. Who the element that come here and want to show itself, we support, we are not in support with this sponsor. But for this paper, we are very calm people and we move together. For now, I get this element.
So what's the final message?
My final message to Nivanian. Those that sit it down there, that say, oh, they put it out to something, they're not working. Let us stop that. We are in Montserrat who knows what's going on. Now we can leave from here to go Temple and we'll be able to buy paper. We have no too much transportation. It's a plus for them. The money I sort of pay my way when I have my transportation on, I'm using that money to add the rest on and to carry them. At least I'll be able to move from here to go Nima, to go visit my cocoa farm. I pay no use transportation, I will use the money for material. So I applaud the government at that.
Okay, Emmanuel. From all that you heard this man say, did you hear him say President Bwaka faced rule in Nima?
No.
Which road was he talking about? Wasn't he talking about Maryland? He said Maryland and Grand Gita Road, right?
He said a new road are going to Maryland, yes.
Yeah, Grand Gita, right? You never say anything about President Bwaka facing rule in Nima Kante or whatever. I don't know what, like I said, every time we play a video here, what's in the video is left out. And we wanted with the alternative facts because we wanted to match narrative. Then when you're talking, you got a robot and telling you shit, you're being biased, but they don't see none of the thing as biased, right? So, but the person who just came and screamed and said, okay, this person laid his own out. Then he said, because the man said, just because from the beginning, the man said, person, we have said no car will get his mother was the turning off point there. The man and something. We all know that person, what guy talking point there, right? So maybe when person we have promise and rule, he's just putting it in a form, but it doesn't mean that's word for word that person we have said, you know. So that man, we want to elect people that we're not something, but somebody who's saying that in the market when they scream, oh, God rescue, the lato, there's something when he said, somebody being emotional and telling you say things that you even say out of your mouth. They say that what you're saying, but then somebody who lay out something, saying all that person crazy, they're drunk or something wrong with them. Come on, look, but go ahead. Give me something. This is what we talking when you talking there. Oh, let me do something, and then we want to reduce the show to some petty something. Is this is that? And I told people I'm not going to be doing that anymore. But go ahead.
Okay, thank you. You see, there are two things in Labrador that I observe. Number one thing, when we are not prepared for life, and life come upon us, then we blame people for it. Although Liberia is hard, but you are not ready for a hard time, then you keep blaming people. I listened to the two videos. The first one that you play with a woman is short. I don't know how it started.
That's the only one that's putting our chat room. So I want to
yeah, so that video did not explain anything. It did not explain anything. What is it that prompted her to just saying can't rescue, can't rescue? What is that told her? I mean, that
That
informed her to
was
say that? I don't know it.
mm-mm.
That video did not explain anything much to me. I just found some sort of emotional outburst. Somebody yelling, can't rescue, can't rescue. Why they coming rescue her from? I don't know. And, I'll come in down, I'll come and rescue. I don't know what they say that they lied to us. She did not explain anything much for me to understand.
Nothing.
The second video is laid out. It had time to explain. But, every time I said nothing has changed, people misunderstood. Nothing has changed for nothing happening. Things can happen, but it cannot be changed. The issue of the road for me, I keep saying it. I started living from Grand Gide to Morovia since Taylor was president, working for Aragos. That road was maintained by OTC. OTC was a logging company. The OTC and the RTI, the logging company used to go over there and maintain the road. So the road used to be maintained. 2016, I went back to Liberia, and 2020, the 2 years I couldn't go to Grand Gide easily. 2023, I went back to Liberia. I was able to leave from Morovia to Zulu the same day in 2023. 2023, specifically July. I left from Morovia July 27, 28. I got to Grand Gide overnight. I left from there on the 4th, and I entered Morovia the same day. The road was a bit better. That car used to go from Morovia to Grand Gide in 2023. So the road was being maintained over time. Even though now, I heard that the maintenance now is by far different from the past, but the idea, for you to say they will never used to go to Grand Gide throughout Jowiyata, it's not true. 2023.
He didn't say that. He said easily. He didn't say that. He said easily.
Okay. Yeah, but 2023, I went to Grand Gide. But like I said, the issue that I'm putting through here, what is happening in Labrador is opinion-based. What I want to see, if I see it happening, I can praise you for it. What I want to see, if you're not doing it, you can do all the other one. I will not praise. So that, for instance, maybe I won't be sending my children to school.
Oh, let me get this straight. What you want to see?
When I say me, when I say what I want to see, I'm speaking in terms of people, how opinions are formed in the country. Like the woman saying, can't rescue. The woman saying, can't rescue or can't rescue. Maybe she want to be selling her burger rice. Maybe she want to be selling 2-3 burger rice a day.
So
and not happening. You building road around her business. The fact that she's not selling her rice and not finishing, they be not doing anything. So I'm saying people's opinion are being formed based on what they want to see. They want to say what I want to see. So then, for instance, I want to buy a cell phone, and the woman came and reduced rest price. Then I rest my concern. So the fact that I'm able to buy a cell phone and you reduce rest price, it's not my opinion. It's not my concern. I'll figure not doing anything better. And understand what I'm saying? So the issue of political issues in Liberia is opinion based.
So it's mostly subjective.
Subjective, thank you. That's what. Okay, let's just say that way. Yes.
Yeah, we can go there.
Yeah, it's based on how I feel. So my friend ride motorbike. Yeah, I want to buy a motorbike, but I can't afford to buy a motorbike. But maybe I'm able to buy a cell phone. Maybe I'm able to buy rice to eat. Maybe I'm able to go to school. But the fact that I'm not getting the motorbike, I can say the person not doing well.
That's
and I'm not going in the street. That's how the opinions are being driven. Even some point in United Party today, they think they want to see, they're not seeing it. They say Joseph are not doing well. They say Joseph are not doing well. But as some people who are not even in United Party, but they think they want to see, they seeing it, they say Joseph are doing well. So for me, I have said, and I continue to say, nothing has changed. Things are happening, and people should get a difference. Things are happening. I agree. But for me, I say things hasn't changed. Says Amy, look at UL. The university students are still agitated. They are still getting in the street. It hasn't
Yeah.
changed. You know what I mean? The same disrespectful being shown to police in the past, 40 police people, is still happening today. It hasn't changed. I agree Joseph Boakai is working, but has things really changed, in my opinion? Not really. The things that I want to see, I haven't seen it. And
Not
things
to the
that-
magnitude that we want it to be.
Right. The thing that I want to see, every time I come here, I can tell you, I want to see scholarship. So that not everybody will have to go be begging politicians before they go to school.
That makes
It's
sense.
most of our boys and girls in abroad that do wholesale. They don't want to say, they don't want to do it, but they have to do it for them to survive. I want to get to the point where university students will start discussing things that that are actually important to the country, and not to be discussing so better than Samuel Taylor. No, Edison Smith better than Prince Moy. Don't you get that discussion? That is all you discuss. You know, so that's the thing you're discussing whether John Reed better than John Kennedy. That is not our discussion. You know what I'm talking about? So in Liberia, most things that I listen to that guy, he spoke a lot of good things. These are things you want to see. He's a driver, and his concern is the road. The fact that he's able to drive through the road and getting your money, the country is doing well for him. That woman sitting in your market, she's selling already, put on buying already. For her, the country not doing well for her.
Mm-hmm.
And you understand what I'm saying? So these are opinion, but can we say, do we have jobs in Liberia? MCC said, no, we don't have jobs.
No jobs.
No jobs. So someone who want job will say the country not doing, the government not doing well.
Mm-hmm.
You know, but a woman who got low 5 children, and every day at least she ought to get it. Now she get $5, she can buy rest for those 5 children to eat. I look at the price of rest today. I did the calculation. The rate is at 176. 176 to 2,800. You think we're around $15.67. You understand? Which is a little bit different from the first $18. The latter days of job, the latter days of job that is the last from the beginning from the end of 2022 to the end of 2023. The rest was sold for $18. Today, the current price, the rest is sold for $15. So somebody who is able to feed their parent, who is able to feed at home right now, will say the government doing well because at least they're able to get a rights to feed their family. But there's a guy who is a high school graduate, went to college, he's a college graduate, he doesn't have a job, you see the government not doing well. So this is their opinion based. So you can't disrespect somebody's opinion because they say the government not doing well because of what they want to see and not happening. And the other person say the government doing well because of what they want to see and they see it happening. You can't disrespect people for that. So I don't want to put somebody like you said, I met my brother Joe was saying you're angry while the man talking, the man not know what he's saying, or what the woman saying, then you say, you know,
my thing was that okay, so like you just said, right? The man lay out things that are happening.
Mm-hmm.
We talk about transportation. That has to do with the bus, right? The bus from Monrovia to Oganta. It used to be I don't know how many thousand. Now it's less than that. So he can buy the remaining. So like the bread butter issue that people always want to argue about every time with the roads is not bread butter issue. He just let it out like I can use the rest of the money.
I'm sorry for interrupting you, but road is the primary bread and butter issue.
Exactly, but they make it seem so that. So he said that money that I used to use to go on transportation, I can use half of that money now to buy more food when I go and visit my people in Nima. I guess that's why George thought that the man was talking about roads being fixed in Nima and whatever. He left the whole Maryland and Grand Judea part and the transportation part. He said the only thing the man said. So I was sitting here laughing because everything the man said in the video, he left it because the man was now. And this man said, he showed his card and everything. He laid out why he supports this government now. Why should it be a taboo that if you support somebody and you feel like, okay, somebody else is there, they're doing better? That's why in America, I vote independent, right? I'm not something to the, I'm a Democrat, no. I vote independent, who I feel is right at the time. And that's how, even if I move to Liberia, that's exactly what I'm going to do. I'm not going to be something to no party Monday or whatever. I can see nothing because it sounds about party or something. No, and that's how I think patriotic a citizen needs to be, right? So this man, I guess because I support the government, if I say he patriotic, they will say, oh, because I support the government, that's what I'm saying. But no, look at what he's saying. He's a seditious. He lays everything out. And I said, well, this woman, oh, we hear, oh, they lie to all. There's something, oh, they lie to all. Can't rescue all. And I said, you're a grown woman. What do you mean they lie to you? So they lie to you, rhetoric you hearing right now that you repeating. How do we know that they're not lying to you? Now saying is that he said, and I wonder he just went ahead. I called the woman stupid. I was like things I didn't even say. That's why I was smiling looking at him. And I say he being emotional about nothing because that's not what I was even saying. And it's so good you can instead the same thing that she's not explaining anything. She's just yelling about lying, emotional outbursts.
That video didn't do her any justice because nothing she explained, in my opinion. I don't know what the lie is. At least, maybe the person who did the video did not even do her justice. Just cut it off. So maybe she may have said, "Oh, my children are going to school. My school, my children."
No, she didn't actually. If you see the video,
I'm just saying something that I'm saying. I said maybe if she had said, "My children are going to school, we are and they're not going to school now," or I used to eat 2 times, we are and not eating now. At least something. What I said that is different. Somebody can rescue.
From listening to the video for the second time, let Josh tell us about what's in the old drawer closing because it's late now.
That video didn't explain anything.
Zaza, thank you. When when Amy put me in the back abruptly without any warning whatsoever, I hear you ask, "Where is George?" And that touched me a lot because you felt that I was disrespected by the way she acted by just abruptly getting me out. So you asked her, "Oh, you taking it out?" But because I know I try to learn your personality. You are sort of guy, you don't want to be confrontational, right? So you decided I would just drop it. Even before she could play the second video, you said, "But where is George?" I hear you ask it, "But where is George?" You know what I mean? And I know where you're driving at, but she didn't listen to you. But the thing is that, and that makes me sad a little bit because this is my sister. You know what I mean? Because I was saying something that she didn't want to hear, she got me off the show abruptly without warning whatsoever. And I see that that's a disrespect to me. And that's why this will be my last time coming on the show. But I will end the show because, look, I'm a person who, when I say I would do something, I would do it. So I will end the show. And Zaza and Amy and the audience, I will not run away. I will leave, but I will not use my time again to come here to talk, because I will not be, because if I wanted to express myself, if I'm going to come here and somebody going to tell me what I can say, how I can say it, I was not educated to do that. I was educated to be free to express myself the way I want to express myself and to bring my ideas, not what someone wants me to say. And that's why I will not come back. But yes, to address the issue, Amy and the audience and Zaza, sorry, I will call you Zaza. So the thing is that the 2 videos were brought by Amy. She brought one video that was very short. Then she blamed the people that put it in the
chat room.
In the chat room that she's talking about. You don't know the chat room she's talking about. The audience don't know the chat room she's talking about. The audience don't even know who put that video there. But she brought a video. She took it upon herself, the responsibility upon herself to bring it because she thought that this video would serve an idea. She brought a video that does not express a complete thought. She just brought a video that somebody is yelling and yelling and yelling. And she had brought 2 videos that are comparative, that 2 people state ideas. You get me? And one person's idea will judge it from what the other person is saying. But she did not do that. And as educated people, we have to correct these things. You get me? But when I'm saying it, she will say, "I'm being emotional." You brought 2 videos. And the 2 videos, to compare and contrast, you have to state something, you know what I mean? But you cannot bring a video that somebody elaborated completely. They express and say, even say, and finish up their complete thought. And then you bring a what it just 3 seconds, 3-second video. But now we gotta blame the people who put the video in the chat room, not Amy who brought it on the show to explain to the audience. And that's the problem we see here. So let me tell you, my brother, the thing is, I don't come here because I want to support George Weah. I come here because I feel that the human condition, people must exercise freedom and also unbiased context when they are talking. I am not infallible. I make mistakes, and even my thoughts here, one day I might look at, because some books, some letters I wrote or some things I wrote in the past, when I read it now, I laugh at myself, right? Because as we grow, we mature. You know what I mean? And we learn, and that is, and guess what? Because I can laugh at those things, tells me that I'm learning, I'm growing. You know what I mean? So I am not saying that here, but what I want to say is that Amy cannot come up here. And this guy is talking about Nimba. The only place that you could not go rainy season was Maryland from Grand Jide during George Weah time. This guy is from Nimba. Nimba is not affected by all these roads things. President Weah built the roads there. During President Weah time, there were buses in Monrovia. Buses were going in on our place as well. During President Weah time, 45 buses came into Liberia from India that were running in town and even in Lofa. This guy took upon his own money that he worked for, went and got a CDC ID card. No one asked him to go and get it. He got an ID card because he felt that this was something good that was happening for his country. Probably in 2 years, President Bouaké has brought how many buses again? 15? 15 buses in the country, right? Yeah, I think around there.
I really don't have the number to admit. Because
yeah, they said President Bouaké brought 15 buses. And President Weah time, we used to see buses going to Lofa. You know what I mean? And this guy will come here. Yeah, buses are going to Zwedru. Yeah. The only place that I come from, not where I was raised in Maryland, car was even. I gave my brother a pickup truck, and he was coming into Maryland, and he stopped in Zwedru. He spent almost 3 months there, because he could not take it out of Zwedru to reach to Maryland. But this guy is saying he's from Nimba. And now he come again and contradict himself again and say, when President Weah was trying to be the president, he said no car will get stuck in the mud. Let's talk about the complete thought that this person is trying to express here. We have to critique it. We got to balance it out, right? So we say, okay, this guy is saying something completely different. President Weah did not say no car will get stuck. And even the Nimba he's talking to, cars used to go there. It was free to ride and go there. So what is he saying? Let's critique what he said, because that's what the video was played for. That's the context we're gonna look at.
The last time.
So let me finish. Yeah, let me finish. So
wait, man, I got something to say. Go ahead.
I will not say the thing you conclude on the last time I've visited Liberia was August of 2023, and the quota was heading to Seklepie before I left Liberia.
Thank you. And thank you for buttressing that. Yeah, thank you for buttressing that. But the road was pliable, right? But the thing is that, and even now, as I go to Liberia in 2 weeks, I will be there where the public works minister has promised me he's going to take me a tour on all the roads they are building. Some people will not have that opportunity to do for such thing to happen for them, but I'm going to be able to experience that. And I am not saying that this government is not doing anything. I don't express that. I want to know what they are doing. If you put it into context what they are doing, I will accept it. And I will say, okay, this is what they are doing. But yeah, let me just call it short, is that if you bring 2 videos, 2 constructing view, let's state idea. If you bring somebody there, you're yo, and you bring other person to talk, and then you want us to compare them, it doesn't make any logic. And that's what the problem is.
So let's start from the beginning. About the not warning. That is a lie. And I think everyone on this show has something out. Before you even came on, Emmanuel, I said we always come on here and belittle the show to this emotional outburst and stuff like that. Not on here, but in the back, we even talk about it. You got to issue the thing with judgment to talk about the stuff that we talk about in the back. Let's talk about the topic on the discussion here. He's still wanted to talk about what we talk about in the back. That's why I put him in the back. So those who don't know it, and he come here with that sentiment.
We have not spoken in the back. We are not speaking in the back here.
I listen to you, please. See, this is why.
Yeah, no, but we did not speak in the back. I just want to make that point. And you can go ahead.
I talk about all the time. You sat here, even though you're lying, I sat here and listen to you. So you will have to do the same thing. Okay? This is what we talk about in the back all the time. He comes on here and want to make this show noise. So we are all growing here. But you just saying you're grown does not cut it, right? Show it. People come in and take that time to sit on the show to listen to us. If you're making the show noisy because you're in your feelings, that does not give good something to the show. Number one, and then when you start with something, everybody actually tell everybody to talk. Guess what? You rub on everybody, it makes it look like everybody got to have behavior pattern, and it's not good for you to be bringing that to people. So if I sit here and talk about, we're not talking about that, let's go. And all of this thing they're doing, Brother Mary, and I said it so many times when Nelson was hosting the show, nobody used to disrespect him like that when he said it was something. But because if you're the enemies of woman, that African mentality, you don't respect women because you're a woman, you're this, so you have to override and do something. This is what I get all the time. And I told them in the back, that is not right for the show. It is not something. I said it here so many times that we should move on. Let's stick on the topic. You were asking me whatever is something. I would never tell you what to say. But as long as it's not a bag locker room topic that we're talking about, why with something, you can say whatever you say here all the time and say whatever you want to say. Who censor you? But if that's something that we're supposed to say in the bag, let's go in the bag and say, then you say, oh, you want to say it, then I will put you in the bag. I don't care who it is and how you feel about it. So if you can't take responsibility of your action, but what you put out, but you want to come here and point out somebody, trying to get someone sanity to the show, and you want to bring that out as somebody being something. No, you're being disrespectful. Number one, because as a host, you're not something there. What you don't do to the other person, you're doing it constantly. Not just on the show, but in the back, you've been taught, why should we have to even be sitting here and talking about something like this, right? But because he just brought it up. So I just want to make all this understand. Say he was something. So that's why he always does that. But he would never see what he does. He always did like that. And I don't want to say that word that play in my head because I don't want to something him. But this is what he always does. So don't come here and play victim. Nobody telling you what to say. You say all the propaganda thing here every time. When we try to contact you, you get in your feelings. You try to throw things out. You will not let other people talk. And nobody, that video he talking about, Mr. Zaza. These are videos that they put in the chat room all the time to run propaganda, right? Mm-hmm. You know it's not expressing something, but because the woman is saying that, they have been lied to. This is the CDC brother that put this video in the chat room. We were even laughing at it. I said, Elgo. You understand what I'm saying?
The video is anything.
So run propaganda because the woman is saying they lied to her. They're rescuing her, and then all of a sudden now when somebody play it, then you say they're not doing it. They're not being fair. Then you are being fair when you're using it to run propaganda. But then when they bring another video that somebody else put there too, then you make it look like I'll go and cut the video. These are videos that you put in chat room saying I'm playing it on the show. So I said, okay. And then when I play the guy video, he said I should play the other one. So I said, okay, the other one I will drop that too. I will play it. These are not my videos. I did not go out there and go make this, but they drop it in the chat room.
Hey, so just play
it. Because you came here, you are explaining it, you are going off on it, making it look like this is a good video that will put it. Not because everybody not break it down and make it something that they want sound, make it look like somebody pick. There's something good that you put there and they left there, and they kind of pick something that was bad. What is wrong with these people? When you're using a video that your own video, you're using the wrong propaganda, they're playing it for everybody to see it. Then you say, oh, why they not upload it? I did not make any of these videos. It was dropping the chat room. None of them are mine. When you see me playing yesterday with the running propaganda, that's what I play. So it doesn't make any sense that somebody will come here and want to play like somebody being biased. They go pick up videos or they go make video. They made the other woman shut up. And then they made the other one. No, that's not what happening here. So don't even make the people feel like that's what's going on here because that is not. Okay? Their man talks about he can be on Nimayan. He never told you say he lives in Nima. He lives in Monrovia, but he's a driver. I don't know if he's a taxi driver or whatever. He rolls on the road. That's what he said. When has it become a crime? Because he's from Nima, so he will talk about the Nima road. How is that a contradiction? He's talking about the road he used all the time. Because he's from Nima, so he's ought to be talking about all that. He's still the man talking about the road. He going compare the road. He talking about you leaving it. You talking about Nima road. Where did he say anything about Nima road? You talking about buses used to run here and there. Nobody telling us about that. The video, the people that live in the country, those are the people that videos in that we're bringing out. So I'm not gonna make this video and come putting out yesterday. Also, I didn't even know who was running or who not running or whatever. Things the people are saying is what when they drop it in there, I do them a favor. to play on the show. Let hear what the people say. And you say you want to 2 videos or something. I'm gonna play the other one too. That was his request, and that's why I play it. They're dropping it. It's not me. But for you to come here now, you wanted to say here now. You turn the woman one said the woman never said anything. She's not explaining anything. You try to make it look like I was being denigrating to her. I was calling her stupid. I was doing it when, and now you come back. You say, "Oh, why I put a video here? Why not explaining it?" The contradiction and the whatever hypocrisy, I can't even deal with it anymore. But all I'm gonna say is that we have to have some kind of sanity. And if it's not gonna happen, it doesn't matter who sits here. We are not journalists in here, Emmanuel.
Yes.
You understand what I'm saying? I don't care if you call George a host. He's actually somebody was even say he's biased. Because why? He doesn't support them too. So then what?
The thing about the show is not about us.
Seriously, thank you. That's what I said. It's not about what you want to see or what you want to hear. No.
We got people who are listening to us.
You gotta respect them. It's not about your feelings.
And sometimes when somebody come the first time and they see these things happening, they will not want to come back. And the more viewers you have, the better is your show, and the more you go. But if you don't have any viewers, your show will not go out there. Then it'll be like you're sitting there talking to yourself every time. So everything we do here, we do it for the people that are listening to us. For me, I have zero problem. My problem is I'm used to that forceful way of persuading people to accept your idea. I said here yesterday, my brother how do you call it name? Vasco or Getty and me, I kept quiet.
George and Vasco.
All those who know me, they always call me a seditious because I have a soft side for CDC, but it doesn't matter. I look at Liberia at first. And the thing I said yesterday that he doesn't like, during CDC time, they were in opposition against Unity Party. They were calling police, Ellen police. Ellen left from there. When CDC got there, now they got CDC police. CDC left from there, Boga get Boga police. For me, I'm saying it's not the right thing to do. The professional group. Yeah, let have a professional group. And you see, today, Unity Party is suffering from the same thing. The very pathology that they refused to listen to yesterday, they said they were being paid by Joy Weir to lie. That's very pathology they want all to listen to today, especially when it comes to the issue of that man who died from the Bolivar Palace. And you see, that's why I said professional people should be treated.
That stuff there, it's kind of late now because I was gonna ask you a question, but
and that's
why I asked, like, why would somebody think that the government has something to do? Why would the government want to kill a businessman from Bolivar Palace? But I think we'll talk about that later. That would be another topic for maybe Monday or so, because it will probably go longer and stuff like that. Because the comparison, I want people to make that comparison. I
have a simple answer. I have a simple answer to that. The reason I think the people saying that is because in the past, we're happy under the CDC. I'm sorry, excuse me. We're happy under the CDC. The people say that CDC did it. So that was CDC also saying.
Exactly. I agree with you.
That's how I feel.
There's about money. And they did it. We out there saying all the time. So we'll do it to them. What are that true? Not true. We'll do it to them. We're going to do it. That's what it's all about.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because there's no fact. But we have to, for me, if I'm in Liberia, you did it in America here, right? The people can always say, I'm not satisfied with a judgment, but I trust the system. Anytime people go to court here and the case go against them, they can say, I'm not satisfied with the ruling, but I trust the system. So the same thing they're trying to do, the same thing like, bro, you don't have to agree with the pathologist, but it's still like
I don't know why if I agree with you with the court system, but then like, bro. The thing about, like I said, maybe we'll have another show on that too, but it's fine. I can understand why people don't trust the court system in Liberia.
No, you don't have to trust it. You don't have to
it's not about not trusting, right? The things they do are so glaring. Right?
The point I'm saying,
so somebody you see him cash violence, and you know when you seen it, and like what happened to the little girl? What's her name? The one that almost got killed by that missionary, so-called missionary.
That one,
with the videos and everything, audios and everything leaking out there. And then it come out with all of that evidence. The person walk out. Then instead they should say, "Oh, but I trust the court system."
No, listen. This
It's
is what
gonna
I'm
be
saying,
hard
Amy.
to say in that kind of situation.
No, this is what I'm saying, Amy. The first thing, the fact that you agree to go to court, it means you trust the system. You may not agree with the outcome. Trusting system and there are two different things. Oh, Amy.
Yes, I know what you're saying, but it doesn't
trusting
mean
the system, and the outcome are two different things.
But they have no choice. That's what they do it.
That's what make you. That's why you have
a different choice there. I promise you.
Right.
If people have any other choice there to make, other than going to something, they will. I promise you that. Especially after see all of those hearing all of those audio and leaking and stuff, I'll be like, we're moving. We're not going. Or something, but they don't have any choice. So they can just it's like gambling. You gambling. Whatever you get from that, that's
if the American embassy in Labrador had a court system that people can go to for redress, you think we going to our Supreme Court?
No.
That's why a few days ago some people myself at IQ. They say, Joe, we are lie about how much he left behind for Unity Party. Unity Party say, Joe, we are lie about how much they left behind. Today, Unity Party say, Joe, we are spoil the country. Joe, we are supposed to say, Unity Party spoil the country. For me, in my opinion, the best way I can tell right now, look at the MCC report. When Joe, we are left, what was the report on Labrador? MCC. Just about 4 years, what the MCC report on Labrador? Those are the for me. Those are the point I'm going to use.
That's your indicators.
I use as my indicator right now because that's the next thing I get to use as indicator. If I say I trust what Unity Party is doing, they'll come in Unity Party saying. If I say I trust what CDC say, they'll come in CDC. So if I say what MCC say, what are you coming MCC?
But if you'll be listening to these people there and not something word to be how they call it, just make sure like you're doing it for Liberia and you're saying you're being real with what you're saying. If you listen to all the whatever bread bootlegger and everybody else that want to be single fence and say you gotta be satisfied and then what they want you to say, then you won't have your opinion, my brother. You have to have your opinion.
So, ladies and gentlemen, let me say my own as closing too. So the thing is that the difference between when Nelson was hosting the show and Amy hosting the show, the difference is vast, and it is the determinant of why the show is dying on natural death. Nelson was a journalist. He had no side. Apparently, on the surface, he was a moderator. On this show, Amy is biased, and that's not a bad thing. It is not a bad thing that you're biased because she has a position, she has a side. So it's like calling and putting on the show now, and that's what makes it not worthwhile coming here anymore. Because if the host is biased, the host is against your idea. So you find out that it is like anything you say, she will respond. It's like you having a debate with her, and it's tiring to have that debate. That's why it's different, Amy. If you watch it, you are a Boakai supporter, and I'm a CDC supporter. So the thing is that what makes it different because you arguing for Boakai, you are not like Nelson who was asking everyone questions and bring the topic and we discuss the topic and you will sit there and moderate and say, oh, it's your time. It's your time. Nelson was not having a position in anything we're doing. That is a vast difference. That's why if you saw the show was harmonious. So maybe for this show to be vibrant, we must have a neutral person who sits in the middle and moderates. If that makes sense anyway, because if I would be here and I know directly that Amy is a supporter of President Boakai, I'm an opposer of Boakai, it will always be a clash because anything I say, she will want to answer me, respond to me. What?
I said, you already have your mind made up, right? I get that.
What does that mean? What does that mean?
What you just said. No, you said if I know Amy is a Boakai supporter and I'm a WEA supporter, it's always trying to say, oh, you already have your mind made up. about
What,
what would happen.
what I don't understand because you got coming off my
Okay, go
whole
ahead. Enough.
yeah, you see that's the problem here because what you said just now came out of nowhere. It doesn't even corroborate what I'm trying to say because you've been saying on the show that you support Black Eye. We know. You know that even my name says it. I support CDC. I know. So by saying they say I have my mind made up, it doesn't even make any cut here. That's why it got me completely confused. So the thing is that to be able to moderate a show that will be less chaotic, the moderator must be neutral. And I think that's what we miss on the show. Because it's like two opposing sides come to sit down and talk. It will always be chaos. And that's why the chaos is it. Yeah.
Can I suggest?
No, go ahead.
No, hey man, if you didn't close me, so we gotta go. Getting up, try this again. We gotta go. Yeah, I can do the suggestion. Go ahead.
Yeah. So the thing is, and that's why the show is chaotic. Because Amy used to sit on her side, everyone sits on their side, everybody voice out their opinion, and then that was it. And the moderator would say, look, you quiet, and that's it. Because we knew that in the moderator will have a neutral person. But here we don't have that. And I think that's what the problem is, and that's why we are going nowhere with this ranting. And just to close up, the thing is the way we go about politicking, for me, is completely the problem. That we cannot make a point without denigrating each other. You either say, for seditious to prove a point, he will say Black Eye is doing nothing. For Black Eye to prove a point, he will say CDC spoiled the country. And for me, that's the initial problem before we can even go into discussion. Because your legacy should speak for itself. What President Black Eye had done 42 years in government before coming as president, and what President Weah did as president, those things should be speaking, not fallacy and people making up stories. So, but look, you know what? I just want to thank you, the audience. I don't know how many persons watching, but it might be one or two persons. I want to thank you, for coming here. And Lane Lapointe, you came so late. We literally I have to agree with George. Oh yeah, Lane Lapointe, you gotta agree with me, man. Because look, these things I don't say out of the.
He loves Lane Lapointe today. Thank you, Lane Lapointe. He love you today.
Lane Lapointe is my man. Lane Lapointe myself, we can talk in the back. Lane Lapointe myself, we talk. We used to talk anyway, but we are friends on Facebook anyway. So the thing is that look, and that's what it is. And like I said, it's gonna is my it's gonna be my last time coming here, and I just wish the show a good luck.
Man is not ready.
And everyone can have a really good time, and I will see you again. Maybe I don't know. Never. You can say never. You can never say never. I mean, I'm still on the show. I can say it here.
That's late. You can do your farewell to somebody on Facebook. We all gotta go.
No, Facebook. This is not Facebook. I mean, this on the show.
Facebook, right? Farewell something to them.
Amy, you see, that's the thing. I can do it here. It's a place, right?
We gotta go. It's late.
But Amy would end here. I mean, just say it.
Sleep here.
Okay. Let me just give me 30 seconds. Just give me 30 seconds.
That's why I'm closing too. Facebook is there. You can go do. Yeah, I been a goose. Show. I appreciate my resignation. That would be a good place to do it.
No. I mean, but on my personal Facebook page, nobody knows that I come here. You see it? So our audience that I try to address. So give me 30 seconds. The thing is that
one person.
Yeah, two person because I see Lane Lapointe, I see Face Electronics. There are two people I see. So let me just address them. So look, it's been a wonderful time, and I cannot leave it without saying that I had a really good time here as well. I had to express myself. And guess what? I will always keep the link because this remains on the internet and I can come here once in a while to
share it for us. So
thank you. God bless you and have a wonderful time. Peace out.
You have to say hey, listen it up or two. See, this is what you always do too.
I am not going anywhere. Just it's okay. Just relax. Yeah.
This. You say here with a dry face to say Nelson was doing you're listening what people used to tell Nelson say he was United Party because United Party and so. So you're not getting away with that tonight. Then first of all, When Nelson asks a question, you all sit there and say he's Unity Party, he's something that when Unity Party put to, they say, oh, Nelson is sedition. So don't lie and say you know you to call Nelson that. That's not true. And then secondly, they have other sedition that comes on the show. They don't behave like you. That you and Vasco gotta have something there because Eric come here. Eric feel like he got a free safe space here. You know, nobody people get very with me. This not doing this for Eric. I do that. I can win with you, and I'm not gonna try because of your mindset. That's how you play politics. When the other person not sitting with you today, there's something wrong with them. The other person said, "Why do I ask your question to give you more chance?" Can you imagine that? Then you'll get mad at me. Say, "I asked you a question." So it's like Amy can win, and I'm not like I said. I'm not gonna try because none of y'all pay me. We all come here because we love Ibira and Sonny. You're not gonna give me no high blood pressure yet for that something because people want to be in that feelings and party taking the way you explain it when that's exactly all of you. That's all what you do. That's your problem. Even like the Nelson, you call him journalist. Nelson is a journalist, but you're still used to call Nelson CDC and United Party because when he floats your boat, that's what you would do. So that's something that y'all can get away from. So don't make excuses here about somebody, something, or whatever. Yeah, if you can find a neutral person, find it and something them. But you said in comment section and something and denigrate a show. You will go in comment section, you'll go on talk show, and you do something. Y'all don't want it to work. Y'all want to come here because when y'all want to run propaganda, then y'all show up. And y'all want to act like y'all care about it because y'all want to do things then to kill it. That's what y'all doing.
I'll try to suggest.
I put our time in because we still care about Liberia and something there. We should be pacifying your feelings there. I don't have time for that. Everybody on here grown and we should all behave like it's an intellectual forum. If you can't stand it, he get out of the kitchen. Why other sedition they come on here? They don't feel like they're being bosom. They're being.
I mean, are you closing? Or are you telling me something?
Why I talking about again? He will go on talking all the time about that side here. I'll listen to him. You see why I'm talking about? The disrespect is never stops. He knows he's gonna do that one to Nelson. Well, because Nelson was a journalist. He knows he's gonna do that. But he's doing it now. And every time, even when we go in the back, we'll tell the brother about everything. The way you sit on the show, you got something go in the back, talk about it. But he will not listen. Everybody, this brother, even on the spoon talk, he had insulted people broad day, unlike something. He always has some emotional something there. But then
so you are denigrating me now. You're denigrating me, even though people here don't know that I've done that, but you are enumerating things that I've done, even though I don't believe that I did them. So you are trying to denigrate me on the show. That's what you're saying. I got bad ways I can cause people on the show. I can do whatever thing. Nobody here knows that. Nobody ever saw me doing that here. So why should you go into my personal life and start telling people about me? Instead of just doing your closing. I just said it plainly. I did not address you. I did not insult you. I did not tell you how you insulted me or you did not insult me. I just said it was a good time spent here and I'm going to say peace out. And I said, and then you come in and say, I do this, I did this, I did that, I did that. I don't know where you're going. So I will listen. I'm here.
I want to suggest something.
Let me finish. This is why we always have a problem. George cannot control his temper, his emotion. I will say it. He has shown it here. And on the scooter, it's not a background, something that nobody knows about. They see you display your talent here before. So what are you talking about? Say your business. It's not a private thing. And like I said before, sedition that come on here, other sedition that they don't have that problem. Why do you always have to think that somebody picking on you? Just go with the flow like everybody else and let's see where it goes. But no, you must have the loudest voice over everybody, not just me. It's not just me. You have crashed with everybody on this show here. So why is it being about me being the host? Why are you being a neutral person? So just think I can get like y'all can give me pressure, yeah? You want to come, you come. If you don't want to come, that's your business. You're not in there, neither am I. That's what I can say to that. Whoever wants to come, they will come. You claim your part of the show, but you will go in the comment section, you be denigrating, you be telling everybody on here, the whole person will be doing all kind of things, and then you claim your something. Then when you want to run propaganda, that's when you show up. Then you want to take over you want something, you want to listen to, let's go this way. No, I'm not going to do it. Because I'm a CDC, so you're not agreeing with me. Because I'm a something, come on now. That's just belittle. Like
I want to suggest something.
Go ahead and let something in my hand. Let's go.
I'll be closing, but I want to suggest something. Why will it be possible for you to rotate the moderation?
She will not allow it.
I mean, wait
She
now.
said nobody can have the login details to the thing here. She alone controls it. She had few people that they select.
Mr. wait for it. Are you rushing into the conversation?
Oh, okay, sorry.
You can't lie on him. That's one thing I like about him.
but I just answered a question. You said, why can't we do that? I said, we're not happy.
But then close that go. Let something. I really have to go. I got my.
I'm saying, I said, is it possible to rotate the moderation? If it's not possible, then you tell me why it's not possible. But just you're not lie. It did not explain.
Okay, it's not possible. Yes, why it's not possible? Let me just. I'm not trying. I'm not trying to create a new closing, right? But the first thing is that we have for this panel, Emmanuel, for this panel, we got a chat room. We got a chat room. But I mean, you can't just shut the show down.
You know I will. I gotta go. This is not where
you're then leave us on. Leave us on with the Scott. Leave us on.
Let me close. Let me close. Then she can end the show. So
go discuss that. Tell him I know all about it. But we can't do that on here.
Thanks to everyone. Thanks to everyone who came on the show tonight.
Seriously, I gotta go. You came out and you want to run another show. If I think, come here.
I never came here late. You're asking to get out, Amy.
Thanks to everyone who listened to us tonight. For those of all who came late, we are sorry for being late. And for those who came early, Amy, as always, I'll say thank you for always holding it down. And you and your brother, the two of you will never part. But you're always kind of you ain't let each other.
No, don't say
that. Thank you for the show. As always.
Nah, that doesn't mean I don't like him. Don't say that.
No, not what I say. I say the two of you are not fire. Always be friendly. But on the show, I can kind of make feel like you're not like each other. But you're like each other. So thank you for the show, guys. We'll see you on Monday. It's already Sunday. And Sunday we don't have shows, so we'll see you on Monday. I'll try my best to be on the show on Monday. Thank you, Amy.
Thank you, everybody, for being here. And I'm so sorry tonight for what you're saying. And it's not this is not what's supposed to be happening. But again, I think some of y'all who've been here long enough should be used to that. But good night. Have your great Sunday, and we'll see you on Monday, guys willing. George will not be here. So like you said, he'll go on Facebook and go tell you thank you. Bye-bye.